I packed it up. Now I don't want to have to go take it out and run it across the room.
Mm-hmm.
If I continue to have problems, though, run it across the room.
Yeah, honestly, the only thing
If I
keeping me from
continue to
plugging
have
my computer
problems,
in
though.
myself is that I'd have to run it out the door, down the stairs, around the corner, into the living room, behind the TV, and it's just like,
Yep.
it's a
Yep.
whole thing. I thought about getting some Ethernet over IP, power over Ethernet stuff. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
called. I don't.
Yep.
I thought about it, but the wireless works well enough for me here, fortunately,
Yep.
most of the time.
So if I can just make sure that my dang 2G doesn't suddenly
Mm-hmm.
reconnect, yeah, it's telling me that I'm unstable. Yeah, I've got the quality set to auto, so whatever it needs. I go in there and turn Austin's internet off so he can't stream over me. No games for you, son. All right. Like I said, it's probably just going to be YouTube. And my buddy Scott is going to try to pop in to run Desmond at least.
I suppose we'll see.
Yep, he's running late. I don't even know what experience he has with 5e or anything. I know he's done a lot with old school 1 and 2e, but
Not gonna lie, I've been playing a lot of Kevin Crawford's without numbers games, Worlds Without Number, Stars Without Number,
mm-hmm.
Cities Without Number, and it's based on D&D Basic, and
Right.
it's really getting me into some of the like OSR style gameplay stuff
Nice.
that I'm really enjoying.
Yep. That game system that I use for our 1e game now is all OSR based now.
Yeah. What was it, Osric that you were using?
Yeah.
Is that what you're still using, or?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay.
but the thing is we changed
Mhm.
the game system. So there's a new
Uh-huh.
game system called ARS. I mean, it stands for Advanced Roleplay System, which is essentially AD&D First Edition / OSRIC.
Oh,
So
cool.
but everything is in there now. It's like you don't even hardly need any modules because they got everything in there. It tracks all the stuff for you. Tracks your spells for you. You know, you can drag and drop your spells into your spell slots, and it's really, really good.
So this is different from Foundry Forge, or is it on Foundry Forge that you're?
Oh, it's on Foundry Forge,
Got it.
but it's a new Foundry game system called Advanced Roleplay System,
That's pretty
and
cool.
yeah, it's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, time to launch this thing. And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Agora Quest. This is our Heroes of Kreistrich 5e game. For those that don't know, seems like we've been bouncing around a lot here recently with games missed and or inability to play or whatever the case may be. But tonight we're playing. So, hey, it's a fresh start as always. Let's see how far we can take it. For those that don't know, we are a gaming group, first edition, every Monday night, same time, 7:30 Eastern. And then, of course, every other Friday, we have our 5th edition game, which is tonight, which is also 7:30 till 11:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. So I'd like to welcome you if you are new. If you're an old hand, welcome back, of course. Don't forget, if you follow the stream and earn those tokens like every Twitch channel does, you can trade your tokens in for Nat 1s and Nat 20s for our party, so they can use them tonight. I encourage you to get them in early and often. And just like I told my first edition group last time we played, can't remember if I did it for this group, but I'm going to do it tonight. Players, if you have enough tokens and you would like to donate tokens to get a Nat 1 or a Nat 20, you may do so. You just cannot donate to yourself, and I will give you a maximum of 2 that you can turn in for Nat 1s and Nat 20s, but you cannot give them to the same player, and you can't give them to yourself. So hash it out how you will. Just turn your tokens in, go ahead and let me know, and we'll make sure that the appropriate character gets his Nat 1 or Nat 20 assigned. And of course, if you want to give one to me, who am I to argue with your wisdom? Also, if you want to help support the stream as well as your players, don't forget, for every 200 bits that you cheer, you can give advantage to the player of your choice. Now, normally when you're doing Nat 1s and Nat 20s, because those are session specific, you don't really necessarily have to tell me what player they go to if you just want to donate it to the party players. You are an exception to that rule. You have to donate it to somebody specific. Can't just give it to the party, because that's a backwards way of giving it to yourself. Anyway, you can donate to the specific player if you want, or donate it to the party, everybody else. However, like I said, if you want to help support the stream, for every 200 bits cheered, you can grant advantage to a specific player character or your humble DM. Those do carry over from stream to stream, so it doesn't really matter when you get them in, as long as you get them in before the player needs them. Currently, as things stand now, Desmond has nothing. Nilo, you have 3 advantages. Paviskro has 3 advantages. Tarikas has 3 advantages. Ragnar and myself have nil. So Nilo, Paviskro, and Tarikas, just as a reminder, each of you has 3 advantage rolls that you are able to use whenever you so desire. So like I said, if you want to help support the party, which they can definitely use it at times, I encourage you to get them in and get them in as soon as you can. Of course, if you want to really help support the stream, we are definitely appreciative of any and all ways that you can do that, particularly with subscriptions, with cheering bits for whatever reason. You name it. We have a merch store if you want to check out our merch store. Everything that you can find about us, ! Socials in the chat. I did it just a little bit ago. It'll give you all of our links, including one of the most important links, and that is our Greyhawk Creatives team page. Encourage you to go check that page out to see all the other great content providers out there that have a lot of content with regards to the world of Greyhawk, and not necessarily just the world of Greyhawk, but gaming in general, whether it's old school Grognard stuff or 5th edition stuff. A lot of great folks out there doing good things. I encourage you to go check out that page, Twitch TV/team/Greyhawk Creatives, or like I said, !socials will get you everywhere you need to be when it comes to all things Agora Quest. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a Friday night. Let's talk a little bit about where we were last session as our party has continued to delve into the Underdark beneath the mountains of the Yatil Mountains in southern Paranland. They are exploring the cavern complex that was supposedly a lair or a place or a seat of power for Igwild the Archmage when she basically subjugated the entire region centuries ago. And so she, being an archmage, was known to have numerous artifacts. And so Ragnar's aunt was seeking an artifact that would help the dwarves in Paranland locate and open the lost kingdom of the Kund clan. Now, the Kund clan was very powerful back in the day, but they were overthrown from below when denizens from the Underdark came up and threw down the dwarven nation. But before they could get to all the goodies that the dwarf kings held, the king put a great curse and blocked anybody from penetrating into the vaults, if you will. And now they have been lost for centuries. And allegedly, Igwild has an item or an artifact of some kind that will aid the dwarves in relocating and opening the vaults of the Kund kings. And so here they are seeking beneath the mountains Igwild's lost lair. Additionally, as a side note, if you will, along the way, and it looks like my internet went again. It says it's back. So if it goes out, I do apologize. Having a little interwebs trouble here. For some reason, my internet keeps jumping off of my 5G onto the 2G, and all of a sudden everything goes to hell in a handbasket. So it told me I had an OBS disconnect for a second. Don't know if it's true. Don't see anything going wrong. Doesn't look like. Anyway, let's get back to where we were. As a little side note, while they were looking for the lair and they were in the trails and pathways of the mountains, our very own Paviskro was visited by what was apparently one of his old mentors, who sent a clockwork creature to deliver a message to him. And so somewhere down here, apparently, Igwild had some other piece of knowledge. Do you recall what that was that you were supposed to be looking for, Paviskro? I think you had it in your notes somewhere.
I have it in my brain. I remember that they want me to find a book, a very important book that belongs to Igwild. If you'd like to explain. Yeah.
Yep. So Igwild had a tome of some kind that he is on the lookout for now. No idea why they want it, but want it they do. And so he has got his eyes peeled for that. So as the party was, sorry, go ahead. Let you finish your thought.
I seem to, I don't know if this is me just making stuff up in my brain or if this is actual memory, but I believe it was called the Demonomicon.
Something to that effect. Yep.
So.
Yep.
Cool.
So, so obviously a book of knowledge that his old stomping ground leaders would be appreciative of should he come across it. So as the party was investigating down here, a couple sessions ago, they met a clay golem where they managed to take it out. Last session, picking up from there, they investigated a little bit of the western half of the tunnels, found that there was a cave that had a butt ton of large, when I say large, I mean 6 foot, 5 foot wingspan bats holed up in a cave. Nearly took out Nilo's familiar, but fortunately Nilo, in the blink of an eye, snapped Raldo back to safety, and the
He
party,
remembered the name.
yeah, and the party elected to not go that route, and they went back to the main entry tunnel, where they then began to follow a trail of the southeastern exit. They followed it, had a couple of encounters, one of them with a butt ton of bats that were set off because of the lights as they were going through. Then they passed through a tunnel of cave morays that were attacking them from from inside these tunnel holes, basically like spear shafts, if you will. But so they were launching themselves out of that at the party as they went by, and so they rushed past there. And on the other side of that same tunnel, they met a pair of Fomorian giants in a rather long, protracted battle ensued. The party was beat up a little bit, but they managed to bring themselves back every time one of them went down. Somebody managed to bring one of them back, much to the chagrin of your DM. But that's okay. But in the end, they were victorious. And before they did anything else, they rested. Fabrizio put a Leoman's tiny hut around them, and they have now since taken a long rest. I believe most everybody's healed. I know that Desmond is still down about like 15 hit points or something like that, but for the most part, everybody else is healed. So that is where we are going to pick up tonight's episode, as the party has just defeated the Fomorian giants, and they have just now completed their long rest. And as you guys come out of your long rest, the Leoman's tiny hut, or the Leoman's hut as it's called now, begins to fade away, and you find yourselves standing in this dark tunnel. Dark because there are bats overhead here and all the way down the hallway. So you guys were afraid that if Perviscro's light were to come into this area, the bats would once again go, well, for quote unquote, batshit crazy. And you guys were getting pummeled for, it wasn't a lot, like 3 or 4 hit points every turn or every round, but it started to add up. So this is where we stand right now. Welcome back, players.
I will let you know that Scott popped in and out a couple times here, so he's around somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe his mic wasn't working, and that's why he popped out. I don't know.
He says I got to bail. Something came up.
Okay.
So
in that case,
it's me playing Desmond, and so by the way, like I said,
do Desmond if you like. I do have his permission, if I recall.
Actually, I think I had taken it away because I was planning on giving him to, but I will do that. So right now, as it stands, let me go ahead and do the ownership again. Corvus as owner. All right, so as it stands right now, Corvus, you have control of Desmond and Tarikas, because Tarikas is not here and he's running late. And I gave Perviscro control of Ragnar. So you guys can move them, or if you want me to move them, I can. But when it comes to like combat, rolling dice, things like that, you guys can handle all of that. Cool. You guys will get, you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yep. I apologize for you having to run multiples, but it is what it is. By the way, for those that are watching, if you're interested in playing 5e, I got an opening. Our ranger has departed for an unknown length of time, and so I'm just looking to replace him. If he ever comes back, we'll try to get him a slot back in the game, but in the meantime, I'm looking to either somebody to take him over or create your own character, and we'll find a way to get you into the game. So let us continue on with tonight's episode, our 55th edition of Agora Quest Heroes of Kreistrich. Players, what do we wish to do?
I would like to start by attempting an experiment.
Okay.
And so what that's going to look like, I want to use my magical tinkering ability to take, let's say the drift glow, because it's just easier. And I'm going to give it a very minor magical property.
Okay.
And that magical property is, it is going to shine dim light bright light in only a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
And dim light for an additional 5 feet. If the bats seem to become aggressive at that point, I will immediately cover it, put it out, because I can just end it without an action. But the intent is, I'm hoping that a very faint, very low spread light might not antagonize them.
So you're saying bright light for 5 feet.
Mm-hmm. And dim light for an additional 5. So it's almost nothing. It's just enough to basically see where I'm stepping.
Yep. And in fact, the bats are on the ceiling, which is about 15 to 20 feet up overhead on this large, long tunnel. The light does not seem to reach them. A couple of them sort of flicker off when the light brushes across them, or when they're on the walls, a little bit lower. But the vast majority of the bats are all along the ceiling, and the light that you are projecting does not reach them. And you are correct in your assumption that it does not affect them. So the light would have to be like torchlight, which is a 20-foot radius, which easily hits the ceiling.
Maybe I was just going to say, well, I mean, I can barely see, but it's better than looking through the eagle's eyes the whole time, I guess. If we get into a fight, at least I can see the guy coming at me with a sword. So, do you have a specific direction you want to go? Or do we want to just continue to hug the left wall until we find something?
I do want to note that the giants came out of this area over here. You guys have not gone up there. Actually, one of them came out there. The other one was up here, came from up here. You guys have yet to go to either place from where the giants have come from.
I think we should find out if they had any sort of loot or treasures they might have hidden.
I know. I scanned this upper area with the bedding and stuff up here where they were making camp. Sean was describing some bones, some beds. It looked like that's their living space up in the top left here, where the square and the circle is.
Okay, so let's just check the left one a little bit and see.
Up to the top, what is just two little loop-de-loops, and I think that was where they were dumping stuff and using and getting rid of their waste, if I recall.
All right. So it will be a quick thing to look over, and then we go to where their actual stuff is probably used. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No objections then.
Nope. No objections here.
All right. Let's see. Just to see if I can hold the drift globe and the eagle on the shoulder. Okay, like I can move now.
Yep.
You coming?
I am twisted. How do I rotate myself?
It's like Alt. No, it's Control. Yeah. Control on the mouse wheel.
That's funny. Nilo on her head. Yeah, like I said, you don't necessarily have to move all the other tokens until we get to a point, and then we can just move them there. But
yeah, presumably there are better people to be in the front than me.
Just assume Nilo is in front of previous girl like before.
Okay. So you guys begin to move your way through the section. To the south, you find that it is a dead end. Appears to be a dead end. And to the north appears to be some sort of a living quarters where the giants were. This massive stone table in the middle. There's a large fire pit at the far end, as well as two rather large layouts of where bedding or something would be.
And then there's simply sort of search, and I've seen. What? You good?
I hit the wrong button.
I can see that. But yeah, I'm gonna just kind of follow the left wall, just kind of take my time examining everything to see if there's any sort of because we've already run into like some weird magical stuff previously.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, you get down to here, and it looks to be a dead end.
I assume with my eyes of minute seeing, as I'm kind of scanning through this area, I don't see anything unusual.
Yeah, minute seeing, you have to look within like 5 feet, I think, isn't it, or something like that, or 10 feet, or something like that.
That's actually a good question. It might be like something like a foot.
Yeah, it's like you have to be really. Yeah.
Never mind that. I'm just sort of looking over it as I go through to see if there's anything out of place.
Yeah.
If I don't
Does
see
not
anything that
appear to
looks out
be.
of place, I just head my way up here.
All right. This large area up here has the smell and look of a place where the particularly nasty looking ogre looking Fomorian giants lived. You note the cave is irregularly shaped, no apparent exit other than the passes that you guys just came in. You see some bones and skulls strewn around, and you also see a large flat rock which appears to be used as some kind of a table. Has the remains of look to be some creatures of some kind, not human or humanoid or whatever, but wildlife like large, like maybe a deer or an antelope or something along those lines, as if it were being carved for dinner. And because there's a great knife, like a large knife, almost the size of a short sword if you were a smaller creature, kind of stuck in the animal and sort of standing upright on this table. There's a place at the far end where you can see fires have been lit and the cooking was done at the far end. And again, as I said before, you see two large piles of hides, one on the right and one on the left on the other side of the table.
I intend to go poke around to just see if there's perhaps anything hidden under there.
All right, go ahead and give me.
Call them mattresses, but
Yeah, right. Go ahead and give me search checks.
Sure. Do you want investigation or do you want
Yeah, it's going to be investigation. Now it's going to be investigation.
Wow. Put guidance on myself just in case.
I will help him as well. So he has advantage.
You know what? Oh, well, that's good to know. Okay, sure.
So
that's a 12.
That's a 12. Yeah. So as you're searching through the stuff, probably the biggest thing that you find are a pair of ivory tusks. In addition to that, up in the fireplace area, you see that there's a couple of cooking pots that aren't being used right now, but they're made out of copper, which would probably fetch some good coin. And lastly, in the right-hand one, you find a large bag which appears to be filled with gold.
All right. I'm going to cast quick detect magic.
Okay. As you cast detect magic, nothing you have found is magical, but underneath the right-hand one, something magical is detected. Some sort of an abjuration magic on it of some kind.
Well, I think I may have missed something here. Let me take a... I'm going to look for it.
Okay. As you're searching through, you find a pair of human-sized, elven-sized, small, not giant-sized boots.
Oh, a pair of boots.
And as you're looking at them, they have like metal plates on the heel and toe.
You know, I'm not much well for tap dancing, but I could use a new pair of shoes. You want to here? I'm gonna toss the gold bag to Nilo. You want to count that? I'll do some I'll do some identifying, and we'll see what this is.
Yeah, I'll go and count them out for him.
850 gold.
Ooh la la.
So, you've heard of boots like this before as you're going through, and these boots apparently give you some sort of ability to move very silently through areas.
Okay.
Because they appear to be what you've heard of as boots of elven kind.
So, first of all, I love these. These are very nice. I don't think they're right for me. Also, it's a bit strange that there's metal like things on the butt. Like I'm gonna tap the like toe of the boot on the ground to see if it makes a noise.
It does. It makes a little clicking sound.
A little weird that these better boots seems to have like noisemakers on the bottom, and yet it's supposed to make you move silently. It's a bit strange, but you know, maybe Nilo, are you more of a sneaky person, or is it more so? I think it's probably going to be Desmond.
I think Desmond would definitely benefit from it.
Desmond's
But,
stealth is a +8.
But his is a +8, and I'm usually one of the ones in the front. It might be good if I can actually, move quietly.
All right. I mean, if you want them, take them.
Yeah, I'll take him.
Okay.
I mean, he has a +8. I have disadvantage.
I also have disadvantage, so I understand where you're coming from. But it's okay. I'm content to let you take the lead and be the vanguard if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So
Take the boots.
I'll just add the boots on beyond, and then next conversion, I'll just take disadvantage off my stealth check, and next time you transfer the D&D sheets over, it'll be in there.
I just want to make sure for your checks now, you're going to go ahead and put them on, and then we'll just update the checks now because I can update your sheet directly right now if you want.
Yeah, no, please don't, because I have I fixed my spell slot.
Gotcha.
And, so when I level up or something like that, then we can just convert the sheet over again. But in the meantime, I'll just tick off disadvantage.
Okay. All right. So you guys watch as Nilo slides the boots on. They immediately begin to change and conform to the size of her leg because they look like a little slim at first, but as she slides them on, she gets them, and you sort of stand up and you kind of walk, and there is a little bit of a click-clack noise as you're walking, and suddenly, Nilo, the urge overtakes you, and you begin dancing, and you begin tap dancing, and it's like your feet start a little slow, and you watch as she dances and does a little pirouette, and then she sort of comes down and then sort of throws her arms up like she's a ballet dancer and pirouettes on one toe and comes down and starts clicking, and then she starts getting this look in her eye as she looks at you guys like, hey man, I can't stop. And the boots begin to move a little bit faster as Nilo begins working her way out of the room that you guys are in, back into the tunnel as she begins dancing and moving her way out and down the hallway, sort of dancing and spinning and pirouetting. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I cut you guys off. I gotta go take the dog out real quick.
All right.
Okay.
I run up to Nilo and I put my hand on her armor piece, like her chest piece, and I cast Immovable Object, and only I can move her now.
Okay. As she's standing there, she can't move, but she is that a spell, or are you like putting the...
It is a spell. It is a spell.
Does she get a saving throw on it?
No, anything I can touch, any object I can touch can, she can try to make a strength check against my spell save DC, which allows her to move 10 feet as an action. So, yeah.
Okay.
I guess she could make a strength check, but I don't know if that's going to be enforced by the dance.
Is that... No, it's not going to it doesn't give her any bonuses or disadvantage or anything. It's just her feet are now, if she couldn't move, but her feet are still moving and clacking away as she runs a normal strength check, as she gets a 16, as she beats your DC, I believe, by at least a little bit. And although she can't move at her normal speed, she does manage to slide over 10 feet as you see that sweat is beginning to sort of run down her body as she's been dancing for probably about 5 minutes now.
I'm gonna try to grapple her.
Oh, okay. So how long does Immovable Object last? Right. I mean,
it lasts 1 hour. And my goal is to get her to stop running away, so that hopefully we can take the boots off of her feet.
Okay.
So my goal is stop her from moving.
Yep.
Grapple her, lift her in the air so she doesn't have anything to push on, so she can't keep making that strength check, and then pull the boots off her legs.
All right. So Tarikas comes running over and he says, I think those boots are cursed.
Yes, no shit. Now, do you have the spell or not? It is cleric spell. It is of a level.
Oh, he does
It is
not
a
have
third level spell.
He does not have remove curse. No, he
Notably,
does
he
not.
could have at the end of a long rest, but you know.
Notably, he could have at a long rest, but who would have known?
He's not here.
Yes. All right. All right. So as you go to grapple, it's a go ahead and roll your ability
Athletics.
check, and she will do her athletics.
Now,
in return.
Notably, she is sort of held in place by this armor.
Okay.
Would you argue that there is any sort of advantage or disadvantage?
That's actually that can be a good point, but I'm gonna say no because for this, well, no, this is the next round, so she would have to do it again. So yeah, I will say it'll be disadvantage on this check, but she still gets another check to see whether she can move 10 feet or not as well.
Okay, well, I got an 8.
All right, and I roll disadvantage, and I got a 10. So you're unable, but I still have to give her strength check versus your. And she fails. So even though you can't grapple her because she's dancing, and as you go to move to grapple her, suddenly the feet just of their own volition sort of kick you in the shin, and the other one jumps and kicks you in the knee. And it's like you're trying to grapple her, but she kind of knocks you backwards. But your spell manages to hold her in place. And she's like, help me here, guys. I can't stop.
Yeah, working on it. Just stop dancing the fucking can and maybe I'll do something.
As she has now been dancing for 10 minutes straight as you guys are trying to grapple and cast spells and figure out what you're going to do. Nilo now has 1 level of exhaustion.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yep.
You've been dancing for 10 minutes straight, and I'm trying to lift you into the air to take your boots off, but it's not working because you're beating my grapple check.
Yep. All right, so
I tried again.
Okay, go ahead, Nilo, and roll your strength check or your athletics check to beat his 19. Yeah, and I am going to give disadvantage on your roll because of the fact that he has a immovable object spell cast on you, and you failed your save last turn. So
good. I was about to ask if anyone had wanted to give me disadvantage. All right.
Yeah, no, I've made it so that you can't just run away because you were trying. You were trying very hard to run away.
Not so much. No.
Ability check.
It's going to be an ability check. Yeah, it's a grapple. So your acrobatics or athletics, whichever you prefer. And I said you're going to go with your. Should have been your. It would have failed anyway, but you need to go with the higher of the two, actually. So that's why I went, because you're under an influence of a curse now. So.
Right. So.
All right, you manage to grapple her, and you grab a hold of the boots, and they do not come off. They are welded to her feet.
Can I lift her into the air so that she can't run anywhere?
Okay, yes, I will allow that. You managed to lift her up just a little bit, but I need you to give me a strength check against your immovable object spell.
Against my own spell?
Yeah, you cast. Oh, I didn't think you could move it. I thought once you cast it on them, it's.
So the immovable object spell is slightly different from the
the rod
magic item.
Right.
It says you and creatures you designate when you cast the spell can move the object normally.
Okay, that's fair.
And I can also set a password that, when spoken within 5 minutes, within 5 feet, blah blah blah, suppresses the spell for a minute, which I did, but I have not told Nilo, for the record.
Okay.
So the idea is
that's
that
fair.
I can move it, but no one else can. It's
all right. So
basically.
All right. So you go ahead and lift her as her feet are still moving and whatnot, and you're trying to grab a hold, and Tarikas comes over and Desmond comes over, and they're like basically trying to help you pull off her boots and stuff, but they can't, right? She's just kicking and kicking and a kicking and a kicking and a dancing and a dancing and a dancing. Even though she's not on the floor, her legs and stuff are still going everywhere as she's trying to spin, twirl, and tap her way through life.
Can I speak still?
Oh yeah, you're definitely aware of what's going on.
I thought you identified these.
Yeah, I did, but identify doesn't reveal curses. I know. Don't think about it too hard. It's.
Can I manipulate my dancing to accidentally whack them upside the head with a good old Gibbs slap?
Already did that. You already did that. You kicked them in the shin. You kicked them in the knees.
I'm ready for you this time.
All right. As Nilo continues to dance. What do you guys want to try to do as her? Nilo, your legs are beginning to tire, but the boots aren't letting you stop as you continue to dance and kick and try to pirouette and whatnot.
Hey, Pavisco, have you seen what happens to turtles?
Try that. No. Igwil says stop dancing. I don't know.
Nope.
Does it work?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nothing happens.
Can I think of any sort of way with my knowledge of the arcane to without the use of a remove curse, because our cleric doesn't have that, to assist Nilo in this position? Any sort of potential arcane passwords that are common between different mages that create these sorts of enchantments?
Give me an arcane check. Give me an arcane check.
Use another one of my cantrips to make this add a d4. That's a 26.
Yeah, nope. It's a cursed item. You are going to need something that's going to be able to remove a curse. If you don't have anything that removes curse, things are going to turn south for Nilo very quickly. She's already in. She's already at one level of exhaustion, and she is not going to be very quiet as you guys move your way down the halls. As she's as she's clickety clacking.
Doesn't seem to have any control of where she's going either.
Actually, Nilo.
Specific direction?
No, you were moving out. Like as you were dancing, you were sort of moving toward the exit. But as you were moving that way, and you sort of recovered a little bit from the shock of what the hell was going on at first, you find that you can kind of move in the direction that you want to move, but you have to dance as you're doing it, and you're tap dancing as you're doing it.
All right, I'm going to TF2 conga this and just go in a circle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not putting it down on the floor yet. Not until we figure this out. So these might just kill you if I don't cut your legs off. I'm just going to put that out there. I want to avoid that if possible.
Yeah, so do I. Let's try to find some other method first.
Hey Torikis, if I chop off a limb and remove the boots from it and then put it back on, would that can you cure that, or is that not going to work? You know, it's still alive for a long time after you remove it.
You're gonna do what now? Sorry.
I'm asking Tarikas because he's the cleric and he knows how his healing magic works, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to cut off a limb, right?
Yep.
Do whatever for it in like a minute. Then stick it back where it's supposed to go and cast Cure Wounds. Does that allow you to reattach the limb? Or
no.
Is that no? Okay.
No, he would need some kind of a restoration spell. He goes, I have like a smaller restoration that will like heal diseases, or if you're paralyzed or blinded, stuff like that. But I don't have anything that could reattach limbs or anything like that.
Do you have any resurrection magic? Because to be honest, you might need it here if this keeps up.
All I have. Well, I mean, I could cast spells, and then we could do a. Clerics get their spells back at long rest or short rest.
Yeah, they get their spells back on a long rest. Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, and I don't want to be the stickler here, at least 4 hours has to pass before you can have another long rest.
Yeah, of course. I thought.
Actually, no, it's short rest. Sorry, you're gonna have to go a whole day before you can have another long rest. So I was gonna say he could get rid of spells and maybe get a spell back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was more so wondering if he had Revivify prepared today or not.
He does have Revivify.
Oh, yeah. So if Nilo dances themselves to death, we could probably remove the boots and then bring her back.
Right.
That is a very grim, but I accept that.
I mean, yeah, it's not a good idea, but, I'm just looking at the worst case and trying to fix this.
Okay.
shields.
I am actually going to. I'm going to remove that.
Tiring.
Sorry, hang on. I need to double check on something just to see. Mm-hmm. It's giving you the levels of exhaustion, but I don't think it's as fast as I said it was. So I'm going to double check. See. Yeah, this version is different than from what I had. People have different versions of their.
With the 26 I got in Arcana, would I know if a suggestion spell to specifically to like stop dancing or some variant of that wording would be able to counteract the effects of the curse for a period of time?
No.
No,
you know that this is a cursed. You know that it's designed to make somebody like she can fight and do combat and stuff like that, but everything is at disadvantage. And everything else is advantage against her because she can't determine which way her body's positioned because she's dancing.
Right.
Can I roll a performance check to try to be more combative with my dance? Kind of like
a swords bard kind of thing?
Yep. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because it's a cursed item and you are in fact under a curse. So I took off the advantage. I'm just gonna say every hour you're going to suffer one level of exhaustion.
You're dead in 6 hours.
Which is pretty.
5 years ago, this is your fault.
Pretty fair, I think. As far as
you can say it's my fault all you want. It's just not how the spell works. Like I couldn't have told you that this was a thing.
So what do we wish to do?
So 6 levels of exhaustion, 6th level is death. So in 6 hours she dies. Trying to not have that happen.
Totally up to you guys what you want to do.
I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying experimenting with things, and I'm trying to find something real quick.
Okay.
I would like to attempt another experiment.
Okay.
So I am going to have Desmond and Tarikas. Sorry, Desmond and Ragnar, because I believe they are the strongest of our group, other than Nilo. Each grab a boot as best they can.
Okay.
And I am going to attempt to use one of my class features called momentary stasis.
Okay.
Essentially, what it does is it sort of temporarily pauses that creature. This is like a temporal stasis sort of situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a period of time, based on yeah. So until the end of my next turn. So it's only like 6 seconds. And what I'm hoping is that for the purposes of the curse, I might be able to trick the curse into thinking she's not, like, it's not attached to anyone, or that she's dead, or because she's got no life sign, she doesn't exist in time for that moment, and that might give them a brief period of like 6 seconds to pull those boots off of her and get them as far as they can. Hopefully.
Okay.
Let's see. Do I need to? It does have a saving throw associated. So she has to make a con save.
Okay.
But other than that, let's see if it works, I guess.
All right, Nilo, go ahead and roll your con save with advantage.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm. So Nilo, she rolls and the curse gives her a sudden burst of energy and power that you are unable to overcome as you cast your stasis. And you see her begin to slow, but even though Nilo slows slightly, her feet and the boots keep right on going. Next thing you know, she's right back to dancing, saying, well, nope, that didn't work.
I'm going to, because I have a few uses of this, I'm going to try again.
Hey, Lando. Okay.
If Professor believes this is possible to maybe work, then I'm going to try another time.
Okay. And once again. What?
Does anyone have Bane?
And once again, the let's see. Well, yeah, no. He has Bless, but he can cast Bane, which is the opposite of Bless, right?
No, that's an ODD thing. But there is a Bane spell, though. It's a separate spell. You have to have it prepared.
Yeah, he doesn't have it, Brad.
What's up?
Can I cast spells?
Yeah, you can do whatever. You just can't dance. But any attacks that you do with the spell or anything is at disadvantage.
I'm going to cast Text on myself.
It's not.
Give myself disadvantage on Constitution.
It doesn't work on saving throws.
It's only on ability checks. Yep.
Ow.
I don't really use this ability, so I'm content to try like 2 more times to see if it works.
Okay.
So let's just give me 2 more con saves. I guess with advantage. That one's a success. You might just save out of all of these, and
that's a success. Oh, 3 successes! I love it. I love it.
Here's what this is a last ditch effort.
As
shift, roll that last one a second. 1 more dice.
Okay.
1 more dice.
Oh, yep. Oh yeah. So
there it is.
Yep, the 3. Yep, the 3. Yep, it failed anyway, regardless of it which one. So Nilo fails. Nilo fails. And she begins to slow down, but her legs just keep right on going. So Nilo is not moving, but her feet keep right on going. And she's been dancing for just about an hour now as the first level of exhaustion sets in.
Okay, so that doesn't work.
It works a little bit.
Not really. You're kind of still attached to the boots, and there's no way to move.
Yep. And so,
well,
in order for you to cast all that stuff, you would have had to let her down, right?
Why?
No, the others are holding me.
Why would I have to let her down? It's not a concentration spell, and it's just.
I thought you were. Okay, well, I thought maybe there was like hand gestures involved and other things that would have been involved as you're trying to hold her.
And then I leave her there because the movable object.
Oh, a movable object.
Gotcha.
No. Gotcha.
She just floats. She's just floating there in the air right now.
Gotcha. All right, as her legs are just going 100 miles an hour now.
Yep, basically. She's road runnering in place.
Yep. Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety 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 clack, clickety clack, clickety clack.
If I had I had a character with a teleport spell that could pull you out of these, but I'm not playing them tonight.
I also have a teleport ability, but I'm not at that level yet.
So I don't. I wouldn't buy into it's a curse, right? So it's kind of like, I do something and I pull the weapon away from him, and suddenly somehow, some way, the weapon ends up back in his hand, or in his sheath, or wherever it was, right? So it's kind of very, very similar. It's a curse that has to be broken. That even if you were found a way to get the boots off her, somehow, some way, they'd make their way back onto her feet.
Got it. I've seen that with some items, but most of the time, I assume it's more of you have to fight that person to get the thing out of their hands.
Well, that too. But if you still succeed, Yeah,
so what I'm hearing is Nilo dies in 5 hours, and there's not really much we can do about it. Unless there's some sort of effect. Hey, Nilo, do you feel like the boots are calling you anywhere by chance?
I can control them, but they were trying to pull me in a specific direction?
Doesn't seem like it. You just were kind of dancing around and.
Yeah, so, buddy, I don't know what to tell you other than like taking your feet off. I think I'm pretty much going to kill you.
So is this what we're going to do?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I don't. We're just going to wait for her to sort of dance for the next 5 hours.
We can continue. We can continue the fight on, but honestly, in another hour, you're going to be kaput for combat, and then these two are
So
going to
let me get this
slowly dance you
straight.
to death. Yeah,
I dance until I die.
pretty much. Seems that way.
You lop off my feet.
No, we don't have to lop off the feet. Once you die, the boots will probably just
We're
come right
going
off
through
and throw them in the fire.
options.
Yeah, okay.
You lop off my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Or you brain me, take them off, and then resurrect me.
I don't know if I don't know the knocking with the 26. Do I know if knocking her the hell out would allow me to
Nah,
remove the boots?
most curses usually
No,
end
brain,
when
as in blunt force trauma to the head and kill me.
Oh, so like kill you. Okay. Well, let me hear what Sean had to say about knocking you out first.
yeah. So you know that most curses, or you feel that most curses you've heard of, affect the person up until the time that they're dead. You know, sleeping, unconsciousness, or whatever. It's like werewolves, right? Werewolves don't stop being werewolves because you knock them out.
Oh, they reverted to their human form when they got. No, never mind.
Well,
But
they're still
matter.
werewolves.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. Hmm. Yeah. So honestly, yeah, I could like I don't know, firebolt you. I could put a dagger through your eye, whatever you want. Heart, maybe probably cleanest. I could do that. And then we could wake you back up if Dorikas, you have the components for this, right? Like you can actually resurrect her.
Pretty sure I can.
He's pretty sure he can.
Let's see. He has the diamond dust, or the diamonds necessary to cast the spell one time.
Great.
All right. So we can guarantee that they can just bring me back after killing me.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
We can wait. I was just going to put it out there. Do you want to maybe wait to see if like they don't wear off after a certain time? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the boots of dancing are comedic, but like, if you really wanted to kill someone, right? Like, you would think it would be, I don't know, like a necklace of strangulation or something like something quick. You know? I guess. I don't know. It just seems really inefficient. And again, maybe it was a wizard's mistake. Who knows? Someone probably made these.
So you
Yeah.
were actually your Arcana check would also know that this is something similar to a spell you've heard of by a powerful mage named Otto, and he created a spell that made people dance irresistibly because he loved pranks like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be something along those same veins.
Oh, another password idea. Otto, that was so funny. Yes. Good joke. Good joke. You can stop now. No?
Nothing
Okay.
happens.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You think this might just wear off in a little while too?
I mean, yeah, you could dance for another hour. Who knows? The other hope is that we can find an anti-magic field up ahead where it can just slip you in. You take the boots off, destroy the boots, and then move on with our lives. Could probably put your feet in the stone mouse from earlier. That would probably crush them real good. And then Tarikas, you can heal that, right?
Yeah.
You want to try that?
Crush his feet inside the.
There's one
Crush the
problem.
boots. Yeah.
I don't think I can run through the eels.
I can carry you. You're basically like a balloon. I don't. Would he know what a hot balloon is? You're basically like a fleshy ornithopter right now. Like you can just carry you through the air.
Okay. So you're confident you can just carry me through all of that crap?
Yeah,
Yes,
essentially, Ragnar said he was going to run through there, and when he runs through there, they all attack once, and then you guys all run the next round because it takes them. They only attack every other round because they attack a round, then they reset themselves in there, and then they attack again. So he ran and took all the attacks.
Rage reset?
Yeah, because he had a long rest.
Yeah, so basically, I could like if I felt like the boots being crushed by a great magic stone mouth would break the curse, or maybe you not having feet breaking the curse, possibly. Like, I don't know. Can't really. Like, I don't know where you would put the boots
let's
on.
see if we have. Let's see if they were off on their own then. Since
How long do you want to wait?
how long would you deem is safe to wait?
Will you
Till you
pass out?
die, I mean, like, it's
Will
like
you
you're
pass
going
out?
to, yeah, you're going to probably pass out, or and then start to die. And if you continue to dance while passed out, then I mean, it's very possible.
And as you guys are discussing this, Nilo moves into second level of exhaustion as you guys have spent the better part of 2 hours trying to figure out what the heck is going on. All right. We're going to try to move her through the tunnel, or we're just going to stay here?
It's your body, Daniel. Do you want me to put you in the stone mouth and crush your feet and hope that works? And do you want me to cut the legs off? Do you want me to kill you? Do you want to let it run its course and see if you just
Let's see if it runs its course then. And
All right.
if you guys can get me through that hole, then let's do it.
So
All
we're going to
right.
see if it runs its course for another hour. Is that what you're saying? And then we'll.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna dance till I'm dead.
Yep. All
I'm
right.
just gonna double check to see if Revivify can resurrect people who have died from exhaustion.
It
Real
should.
quick. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. You feel like a new person by the end of it, hopefully. With 1 hit point.
Yep. All right. As Ragnar moves out into the hall or into the main tunnel waiting for you guys.
So, dance to death or crush by stone?
Dance to death, I believe.
All right. I'm willing to wait.
You guys just going to wait here until it happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast the tiny hut.
Okay.
So if something does attack us, it doesn't.
Okay. Go ahead and cast your tiny hut.
Tiny hut, tiny hut. Gonna move everyone back into this room to cast tiny hut. Spell book. Try to put the template up.
Mm-hmm. Weird, it doesn't show the picture.
I think there it is. Just bring everyone into the hut. I'll drag Nilo through the air into the hut.
Okay.
I'm not letting her feet touch the ground again, because I'm not going to do that again.
All right. Everybody is in the hut as time goes by. Boom. Another hour goes by.
Not gonna
Nilo
lie,
hits.
I think this is more morbid watching you dance yourself to death than actually just killing you, to be honest.
And another hour. Nilo hits level 4 exhaustion. You can see that she is literally zoning in and out of consciousness as her feet are just going like 100 miles an hour and clacking and stuff, and she just can't. In the space of an hour, it's just her whole lower body is just like, it feels like noodles to you, Nilo, even though you're only partly conscious because of it. And yet another hour as she hits level 5 of exhaustion. And finally, some 6 hours later, or whatever it is, she hits level 6 of exhaustion. And you watch her as she cries out as her heart can no longer take the beating and the pounding, as it's like her face is red as she sort of just, like her heart gives out, standing or floating there in the air as her legs sort of slowly come to a rest.
What a way to go. Well, I'm gonna take the boots off her.
All right, the boots slide right off.
You guys are the actually worst. I'm going to go over here to the fire now, and the tiny hut will drop. I'm gonna yeet them in. I might have to light it with prestidigitation, but that's fine.
Yep. As Nilo actually gets 6 hit points back, because of his cleric domain, gets the extra hit points back from Revivify plus his healing. Although you are still prone, Nilo, and you are still unconscious for right now, you have 6 hit points.
Do I still have all my levels of exhaustion?
No, your levels of exhaustion are actually, oops.
Yeah, there's not really a rule for that, to be honest.
No, there's not.
And it's more so Sean's rules.
Yeah.
I want to double check.
No, I'm gonna say that the Revivify, because it's bringing you back from dead, is gonna reset your levels of exhaustion.
Okay. One other question.
Well.
So, you were talking about penalties if a character dies. Do I invoke any of those penalties?
Let me look. You are correct. So let me.
Because this was a controlled death.
Yeah.
But it was a death nonetheless.
Yeah. Still. Yeah. Let's see. Death's Door 0 or below automatically suffers from 3. You don't have to worry about that. No. So there is nothing. There's nothing with regards to dying and coming back to life. What does happen is when you get to a certain level of hit points, like less than 10%, or when you get 0, when you hit 0 hit points, you automatically suffer 3 levels of exhaustion. And it sort of looks, that's how the death saves work to me. You immediately get 3 levels of exhaustion, and every death failure is another level of exhaustion, right? So, but in this case, I'm going to say the curse and the Revivify brought you back. But if it had been like a normal thing, then like you would be at 5 levels of exhaustion right now, right? Because you'd get 1 back if you died and you had 6 levels of exhaustion. You get brought back, you would have 5. But being a curse and stuff for this case, I'm just going to say, nah, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just say that the Revivify healed you, brought you back. Probably is some exhaustion still. Your legs probably still feel like noodles, but I'm not going to metagame it like that right now. So anyway, what are you doing up there, Praviskro? By the way, did you get the treasure stuff? Did you document all the treasure stuff?
I did. I wrote down everything but the boots, which are now being lit in. I'm using the giant's previous campfire and presumably the whatever wood they have left over there to just make a little fire to just toss them in.
Okay. Toss them in. You watch as the fire fails to burn the boots.
Huh.
Welcome back, everybody. For those, I did not see your gifts, Lando. I apologize. I do apologize. So, Monkey's not here. So, although he hasn't needed it yet, Monkey, or I should say Tarikas, now has a nat 20.
Nice.
So let me add that. Thanks, Lando. I apologize. I did not see it. I'm bad at watching the... and then the DM gets a nat 20. As I go through these, I'm getting happier and happier. And then Nilo has a nat 20 as well.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
That'd be that is Lando, who plays our sneaky little thief on our first edition game. For those that want to come check us out, appreciate it. Appreciate all that, sir. And we did see above. Yep, saw your gifts. Yeah, he's like, pay attention. I know I'm so bad about like not looking at the stream chat, but I'm glad I did. So now that we have everybody. All right. So I'm going to go back on my word. I am going to say that when you come back to 0 hit points, you still have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Appropriate.
For your PC right now. So I think that's fair because that's when you get to 0, you have. Let me put that in there. When you get and 6 hit points and good to go. Okay. So that being said, Nilo is at 6 hit points. She still has 3 levels of exhaustion. It has been roughly 6 hours. So what do we want to do? Are you getting rid of your Lehman's hut? Or are you just going to let
it? I got rid of it when I walked out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, if I leave it, it goes away.
Yep. So I went ahead and got rid of it on the map. As you watch, though, the boots are magical in nature and they do not ignite.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but not it's unexpected. So remove curse just removes the subject of the curse. It doesn't remove the curse from the item, right?
That is correct.
Okay. So, I mean, do I know of anyone who has like an appetite for cursed items who might reasonably want to buy something like
You know
that?
something? Magic users, maybe, just to see how things are made or stuff
could I
like
reasonably
that?
like maybe potentially disassemble it in the creation process of another item to sort of like I don't know if that's a thing or not. Yeah, all right. Well, they're not going to burn, so I might as well just mage hand out. I'll just
Right.
put it in the back. Yeah, and I'm going to put them. Do I have like a small sack on me? Let me see. Rummaging through my things. No notes, books, healing salve. I would have been using a padlock. Do I have a padlock? Spell scroll. I do not have a. Do not have a. Yeah, it's fine. You can get more pages. I'm going to grab my spellbook real quick. Just, take the very last page of it out real quick. Just write
Okay.
down on it.
Right.
Cursed as hell, do not use. And just kind of like fold that up, put it in one of the boots, and then so nobody can like put these on by accident and put them in my bag.
Okay. All right. And just so you know, the ivory tusks, they weigh probably a good 3 or 4 pounds each, and they're valued at 600 gold apiece.
Well, it was a good payday now.
Yep. And the copper bowls that you found, which have really nice lapis lazuli handles to kind of hold them and stuff, you valued at 500 gold.
500 gold total for those, right?
Yep. Before I just want to let you know before you. So it's actually 600 gold each for the tusks, and then it's 500 total for the 2 bowls. Yeah.
Yeah, I put the tusk down as 1,200 because there's 2 of them, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I just instead of doing 2x toss, I did average tusk. That much money.
Yep. Well, okay.
1, 2, 0, 0, let's do 40. I'm just doing some bookkeeping. 240 gold for each person for the tusk when we get back to town.
Okay.
And that'll be 100 each for this. I'm just putting it all in the bag of holding with like 20 battle axes.
Okay. So you have, so you guys have rested for 6 hours. Do we want to rest anymore? Do another quick short rest? Well, you can't. You got to wait 4 hours. Sorry.
Yeah, probably not interested in resting any further. I think it's probably time to move on. Nilo, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but I can't. I don't know of anything I can do for you right now. I can give you a horse. Do you want a horse?
You got plenty of horses, puppy scroll.
No, but it's like an illusionary horse that will walk around and do whatever the hell he wanted to without getting scared down here, and also let you move a lot faster than all of us, despite the fact that you have been dancing for 6 hours. Yes?
I kind of want to just sit down here longer, personally.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sit down for a few minutes, sure. But
we should get moving.
It's what I'm thinking.
Give me just a second here, real quick. Sorry.
Yeah. Your speed is halved, right? I think.
Let me long rest real quick.
Well, you can't.
Exhaustion level 3.
Yeah, I know that. I need to get all my spell slots and stuff back. I still got my exhaustion. I still got my hit points.
Okay. Yeah, you have disadvantage on ability to check your speed as half, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. So I figure having a horse might be nice to like help you
Hold
move
on,
around.
doesn't Tarikus have a spell on his list that he would be able to do after a long rest that would allow him to remove the effects of exhaustion?
The spell you're looking for is called Greater Restoration, and I believe it is a 5th level spell and requires 100 gold worth of
Oh,
components
what
that
the
I don't think he
hell?
has. What?
Well, that was fun.
What
Somehow,
happened?
somewhat, did everything just die? Yeah, it's like
Uh,
suddenly I got logged out of the game.
oh, well, it's fine on my end.
Oops.
Yeah, it logged me out. I was just looking. I'm like, what the heck's going on?
But yeah, unless Tarikus is, secretly level 9
No,
and shake, yeah,
he just cast a 4th level Cure Light Wounds and gave Nilo 28 hit points.
that's good.
And now he's going to cast another one
And another one.
at 3rd level.
Okay. But yeah. So without 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust for every casting and 5th level spells, you're not getting that
Yep.
that exhaustion back
And
the quick way.
Nilo got another 18 back.
You're just
So,
really going to town on this, aren't you?
yep. So Nilo now has 52 hit points. I don't know how the heck I got logged out, but I did. That was kind of strange.
It's nice that you're back.
Yep. So Nilo has the 52 hit points now. She is no longer prone. But you do have 2 levels of exhaustion.
That's better than what it was.
Yep. All right.
Well, it's nice that you got your exhaustion back. Still, you want horse? Because we're going to be moving around slowly if you're, not feeling
I
good
think
thought.
I will use horse at this point. Yes.
All right, cool. Ritual casting, and here. Phantasmal Steed.
Awesome.
So it has a speed of 100. And it is, other than that, it is a riding horse, and is generally does whatever the hell you tell it to. Lasts for an hour, so I'll have to recast it like every hour. To take so every hour we needed like a 10-minute break, but that's better than moving at half speed through the whole dungeon, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you get in the fight, you can run away really quickly if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shall we move on then?
I believe so.
All right.
Okay. As you guys move your way back into the tunnel.
Note to self: need to create magic item that allows casting of remove colors at least once per day. Cannot rely on others to have spell.
All right. Since Nilo's not moving herself, I'll move her.
Oops, sorry.
You're good. So you guys find yourselves back in the main hallway. Again, up north is where the one giant came from. As Nilo said, there looked to be kind of a couple switchbacks that came right back to where you guys are the last time you looked.
So both of these probably just come back to where we are?
Yes.
Yeah, but we'll take a look real quick before we head back then.
Okay.
I assume I'm moving together with the group.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just taking Desmond with you. As you guys get up to the far side, as Nilo described, this whole tunnel is full of nothing but trash and bones and other half-eaten carcasses, and it just smells nasty as you get up close. Flies and whatnot buzzing around. Rats and stuff sort of creaming in and around stuff. This whole tunnel is just full of refuse.
This is pretty gross.
As you go to step through it, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
As you walk through the gunk.
Oh, it's even grosser. Where's my saving throws on this? There it is. Oh, okay. That's right. Okay. I was just remembering how to do it on here. That one. Quite. Second time.
All right. Nice. I like it. All right.
I've seen worse than this in the War with.
As you sort of get very nauseous as you step out, kind of heave-hoing just a little bit. Not a lot, like throwing up and stuff, but as you look down, you see that some of the gunk has gone into the tops of your boots, and you feel it squishing down into your boot.
Oh, no. Prestidigitation, 2 cantrips after I get out of here, of course.
Okay.
To get rid of that shit.
All right. As you're doing it, you feel like a little bit of a stingingness on your feet as you're cleaning it up with the prestidigitation.
Oh, I think I got this slime. Hold on. Pull my boot off.
You pull your boot off, and there's nothing really there, but you see you have this little blister on the side that had burst, but it's all been cleaned up by your prestidigitation. But the stingingness was the gunk sliding across your blister.
This is nasty.
Yes.
Etoricus, you are here, yes? Does this look like it could get infected?
As he comes over and takes a look. Yeah, if you get junk on it, any open wound can be a conduit for any kind of disease or something.
All right. If I were to cure it now, after having gone through all that gunk and having it kind of slide across here a little bit, and do you think that means no infection, nothing to worry about, or do you think I'm going to get sick anyway?
I don't know. Every disease has a different gestation period, so I guess we'll know in a couple days.
Yeah, I suppose.
As he sort of slaps you on the back, saying,
"You're hilarious." Hold on to that lesser restoration spell. I'm gonna grab my hammer. I'm just gonna tap my blister and cure wounds myself.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. You it sort of heals up, and yeah, you're good. No remnants or no even darking area where the blister was. It looks completely normal.
Well, I'm going to have to monitor my body temperature for a little bit, but I didn't see anything of interest up there. Do you want to go back?
Yes, let's go back. All right, Ragnar, get ready to lead the charge, and we'll follow up right behind him.
Okay.
I do wonder. Hold on. Because they're very slow, right? So we have to have someone run through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Instead of having Ragnar take all of the attacks. No, but that wouldn't. Okay, so further options. 1, fireball. Always an option. Sometimes a good option. Option 2, Ragnar go through. Option 3, I cast another seed and send it through, and then we run after it. But if it takes hit, it's going to go. Yeah, it's not going to last very long. So, is there perhaps one of these options that might not need Ragnar to take a much integral to the face?
Well, that's up to you guys. You can do whatever you want, honestly.
Yeah, I'm kind of talking. I'm talking to the group, and
Gotcha.
in this case, I suppose Nilo.
Fireball would only get a couple of them, and they're all retreating. Now, while Fireball can go into the holes that they're hiding in, and likely we're not even allow them to make a save. That only depends on how deep the holes are.
I mean, yeah, I have a lot of castings of Fireball, and I'm looking for excuses to use it. But
I think Ragnar barely got hit last time, right?
He got hit a couple times, I think.
All right. I mean, if Ragnar is capable and confident in his abilities, I suppose we could do that.
I
I
wish
could
I could
also,
cast mirror image on him.
yeah, I could also try. I could also. How big are the holes?
Probably about 1.5 feet around, 18 inches around or so, give or take.
I could. How many holes are there?
11 total. Well, 12 total. You guys killed one, so there's 11, but there's 11
Yeah.
left.
How hard was it to kill one of them?
I don't know.
Annoying.
Okay.
Pretty bad.
I could try to fill the holes with earth with a molder spell from a distance. It's a cantrip, we take a short break later on in a couple hours and get it all back, It's it's an option.
I'm probably familiar with that spell too. Yeah, Sean. It's a cantrip. All where we use the same spell list.
Well,
It's a very
move
simple
earth.
spell. Would that actually hold the eels in at all?
What, move Earth?
So yeah, mold
Yeah, like
earth.
if it caved in the hole.
I can take like a 5-foot cube of dirt and put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that somewhere else being in the hole. And I might, depending on how far apart these are from each other, are they about like 5 feet, more than 5 feet?
Yeah, a little bit of,
Okay.
roughly about 5 to 7 feet apart.
Okay. So I could do like,
you can actually see the
castings.
creatures. I got the creatures down here, so.
Yeah. All right. I mean, like I have 11 castings, but I could just do like maybe 6 and like have the amount of attacks he gets to take. And if it doesn't do anything, then tough break. I'll take a short rest in like a couple hours, after an encounter or two, and be back to normal.
Whatever you guys want to do, I just need to know.
I'm going to do it because I'm not hearing any strong objection from the only other person at the table, and then
Yeah, no, I think it'll work just fine. Yeah.
All right, so I don't know how much earth there is here, but I'm basically going to take as much as I can in a 5-foot cube,
Okay.
Without like disrupting the cave substantially, and start plugging holes, one at a time. I'm going to use 6 castings,
Okay.
to hopefully cover 6 of these holes, and then we send Ragnar through and do the same thing we're going to do anyway.
All right.
I'll mark 6 cantrips off.
All right. So it takes you not quite an hour, well, about an hour, not quite an hour, to cast them, get
It's an action to cast the spell.
Okay. Oh, just, okay. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just do this for right now. So it takes you about a half an hour or so still. Casting it, packing it, going to the next one, casting it, moving it, packing it. So 15, 20 minutes later, give or take, you found that you've got 6 of these holes plugged up. And as you guys obviously move down this way, you can hear movement and thumping against the earth as you pack it in. But it appears to be holding as you were hoping.
Yeah, wonderful. Ragnar?
Now you have 5 left as Ragnar moves down to here. Ragnar is going to rage. Why did it not?
Everything froze up on me too.
It's not letting me do the... I wonder if it's because we have to be in combat. So let me do that. Let me... Oops. Put Ragnar in there. Do that. Roll his initiative. Ah! This has been crazy tonight. All right. As Ragnar is up. Why is it not? Oh, it's because I got to do it under actions. I think. Nope, it's not even. What the hell? It's like it's not letting me. I'm sitting here like, hey, let me. I'm clicking on it, but ain't nothing happening. Click on the rage. Let's go. Features. Let's try it on the features. As a bonus action and a rage, it's not letting me frickin' do it. Let me try this.
Do you have to target him to do that? Like, have him target himself? I don't know.
I don't think so. Well, me. There we go.
Did it work?
Yeah, I had to target another creature, which is bizarre. Or maybe I had to target myself. I don't know. All right, so Ragnar is raging. And so now I need to...
Yeah. Notably, because I have permission, it doesn't say he's raging for me. It just says bonus action. No active effects.
Yeah, that's just...
It
should be rage. I don't know. It said use ability and consume resource. Let me go to his features. Yeah, it shows it as being used, so I don't know what the heck. But
it might be because it's if you don't attack something every turn or take damage every turn, you lose the rage. And outside of combat, the system doesn't. The VTT doesn't have any way of tracking that, so maybe it's not compatible with that initiative.
Yeah, so that's why I am going ahead and. All right. We go to the next turn. All right, so it's the carrion crawler targets Ragnar. Action. Is it fight? Misses Ragnar. Yeah, I went ahead and did a combat thing, so.
Didn't realize.
Yeah, just so that way everybody knows, because nobody else is in combat. I'm gonna. All right, as this one. Fight at disadvantage. Well, he doesn't have disadvantage. He just misses anyway. All right, as Ragnar goes to the next one. Misses Ragnar. Misses Ragnar. Ragnar goes the next 10 feet. As this one attacks. Misses Ragnar. And last but not least, all of them missed Ragnar as he goes rushing quickly through. And now everybody else can pass through as the creatures reset themselves.
Kicked me out. Give me a sec.
I moved you.
I feel like dancing back into the tentacles. I don't know why. Maybe it's the boots in my bag.
As you guys find yourself past the does everybody have their, do you have your owl and everything too?
Yeah, they're underneath my token.
Okay.
If there was a way to put them on top, I would, but I can't, so I don't.
Comes Nilo's dragon. All right. As you guys find yourself once again in the tunnel with the, you still hear the chitterings above from the bats, even though your light does not quite reach them.
Okay, I'll be out soon.
Okay.
Sorry.
As you guys move your way south once again.
Very carefully.
Yeah, it's one of them to freak out the bats, see?
No, we do not.
No tap dancing. So what's down here?
So as you guys arrive, you once again see this beach area with this underground river depositing itself into a large underground lake of some sort.
That's neat.
I actually forgot to tell you about that one. Yeah, we found this too.
Did we actually look into it, or
No, you just sort of looked at it and then left.
We
I want to
decided
look
keep
at the
going up
beach.
and come back to it later.
Well, now is later, yes?
Yep.
Now is
So-
indeed later, yes.
As you sort of stand there, you can see that there's a large underground lake. And let me give the description once again, lest you guys might have forgotten. Yep. The river to your left pours into a high vaulted cavern filled to the walls with a miniature ebon-hued lake. The water you see is fairly still and is probably deep, though it's very difficult to see anywhere below the surface. Some 50 or 60 feet above, even in the darkness with the light, the slight hue of your light sort of reflecting upwards, you can see that there are great stalactites sort of hanging down over the top of the river. You can hear the slight drip of water coming from high above as some other underground water provider has been seeping its way through the rock, creating these limestone stalactites and stalagmites that you guys have been seeing throughout the cave complex. You can see what look to be 4 streams of water that come in and exit the lake. And it appears that there are dry passages exiting as well. Way over here, just barely on your vision sight, you can see what appears to be a stone shelf, and there is a large boat that's sitting up on that stone shelf.
Look, a boat. Hey, Nilo.
Yes.
I bet you, when you found out we were going into a cave, you did not expect to have an ocean adventure, eh? Did you expect
I
they
did not
would?
know.
Yeah, I know. It's a river and a lake and a boat and everything. It's like, are there any bats in this part of the cave?
The bats are behind
You
us.
can hear the chittering and stuff, but they do not appear to be as prevalent here as in the tunnels behind you.
All right, I'm gonna turn my drift lobe like properly on.
Okay.
And let the few that are down here just kind of freak the hell out and not worry about it too much. Hopefully.
Okay.
So I'm going to send my bird over to take a look at the boat and see if there's anything over there. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I think I forgot to hit the button.
You're good. You know, I wonder if there's like a sea monster in the lake. You know, like a I don't know, like
It's
a
right here.
tentacle creature with dozens of eyes, or, you know, something like that.
You can see immediately here on this stone shelf that there is a wooden boat, probably 10, 15 feet long and about 5 feet wide at its middle. The craft has 3 oars inside of it, and it's unusual for a boat because it's tapered at both ends. You can see that the river flowing in here from the southern route, so it's flowing in down from the south down here, but it's flowing out of the lake here, and up here, and it seems to be relatively swift on the exits on both of those. But again, you can see that it flows northwards, and as your eagle is flying over, you can see that there are like eddies here. So it looks like, you know, the water comes in and there's probably an uneven underneath. There's probably stalagmites from ancient times, whatever, below that form these sort of eddying currents and whatnot.
Would I get do I have any idea of how deep it is at its max?
No, no clue at all.
Could be hundreds of feet for all I know.
For all you know, it could be 5 feet, could be 100 feet.
Okay. So I kind of want the boat, But who knows? Maybe it makes us roll, roll to death or something. A cursed boat that makes you just like row in circles for the rest of your life. That sounds like something Aldo would make, I guess. Shouldn't put up the Torricus. So it might be a bit of a stereotype, but can you walk on water?
Tarikas, I don't think he can. Let me double check this.
No, he cannot.
Anybody got like Misty Step? Because it's like 30 feet to here. Step.
Yeah, I do too. I don't want to spend a skill slot if I don't have to.
I was going to say, it is 30 feet to here.
Definitely thinking about it.
And another 30 feet.
I can only use it once. Well, technically I can use it a couple times, but you get that point.
Yeah, I don't want to teleport if I don't have to. Let's try rope instead. So yeah, bird, come back.
Okay.
Don't forget the drift.
I got him. I'll bring it back for you.
Okay. Thank you. So I'm bringing the bird back. Does anyone have another 50 feet of rope? Because I only have 50 myself.
Inventory.
Nalo?
I can repeat that.
Ragnar has 150. Ragnar has 50 feet of rope as well.
Oh,
I bought 50 feet of that rope, Ragnar.
And
I do also have 50 foot of rope and a 10-foot pole.
Excellent.
And climber's kit and grappling. I got everything I need to climb.
Give me that grappling hook. It'll be easier than trying to use my bird out of the tie and knot. Let's go.
Yeah, I know. I got everything you need for spelunking.
You my
I even got pythons.
I'm so glad we brought you back to life. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to.
Okay.
What? I'm glad we brought you back to life. It's true. Anyway, I'm going to try to get like 100 feet of rope here by tying two of the ropes together. It doesn't have to be exactly 100, but get a little bit shorter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because the boat's like 80 feet away.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the grappling hook on the end of it. I'm gonna have my bird fly the grappling hook over to the boat.
Okay.
And hopefully, like, put it on something.
Okay.
And try to pull the boat over.
Your eagle drops it, clink, and it appears to have caught on the side of the boat.
I'm going to try to pull the boat over.
All right.
Oh, and I could use some of your help. I am not the physically strongest person here. Nilo. Oh wait, no, you're tired. Ragnar.
I was disadvantaged, wasn't I?
I would like. Thank you. No, it's no.
Right. For that. No. Okay.
Wait, for athletics check for
haul the boat back.
Yeah, you still have 2.
Yeah, you would have disadvantage on the ability.
You would have disadvantage. Yep.
Which is why Ragnar, you are not as exhausted. You're a strong dwarvish man. Come here, just pull this rope.
All right. He is going to give his athletics.
Yeah, do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, please. Athletics or athletics would be better for him.
Yeah. 20.
All right. As you guys pull. All right. So now I want Ragnar, since he's the one that did it. I want him to give. What would be a? Give me a wisdom saving throw, DC 10.
Oh no, the boat was cursed. Save throw. Normal roll. It's a 14.
All right. As he starts to pull, the boat begins to tip over and almost like collapse upside down into the water. But Ragnar gives a quick jerk, rights the boat as it splashes right side up in the water. And a few minutes later, you guys have this 14-foot long, 5-foot wide boat. In the base of the boat, as I said, you can see that there are 3 oars, not just 2. You see the oar handles on the side, but there's actually 3 oars, not just the 2.
All right.
inside, you can see that there are wooden planks laying across the bottom, but they're laid in such a way that there's a compartment underneath the wooden planks.
There's a compartment underneath the planks. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So you can see how deep the boat is, and you can see where the planks are. Obviously, there is a gap between the planks themselves and the actual bottom of the boat. All right, so there's some sort of a compartment.
All right. Operating under the assumption now that everything in this cave is cursed to fuck with us in some way or another or make us dance to death, I'm going to cast a detect magic to see if there's any magic on the boat or in the boat.
The entire boat itself radiates magic.
All things magic, yes. Magic, yes, it is magic. So I suppose identify's not going to tell me if this is cursed or not, but I could get some idea of what the boat does, and we can weigh the pros and cons. Okay. Boop, identify.
Gonna cast ritual casting.
Yep, another 10 minutes.
All right. As you slowly begin to look over the boat, you realize with a smile that this boat has a command word.
Oh.
Inside, you see in the compartment below, there is a mast with a sail on it. Ooh. And by placing the mast into its little hole in the center of the boat, and you lay out the sail and give the command word "go," the boat will begin to sail in the direction that it is pointed. And you just have to steer it with the oars.
Nice. The oars are a part of the magic of the boat. It's the same as one item.
Okay. It's everything's together as one item.
Okay. Is this a folding boat in addition to that, or is it just a regular boat?
No, okay. It's a regular boat. Its normal movement speed, if you're rowing, is like 9 or 90 feet per round or turn or whatever you want to call it. However, with the magic, it can move at a speed of 180.
Nice. Well, considering how small this cave is, probably not going to want to use that. But look, the boat could be cursed, but as long as it doesn't require, does it require attunement?
No, it does not.
As long as nobody attunes to it, which you don't have to anyway, it shouldn't be a problem. I would avoid saying the command word around it, which starts with G and ends in O and has no letters and only has 2 letters. So I would not say that near this thing in general.
What word is that? We don't say go?
No, Bo, no.
But you do realize that the mast has to be in place and the 2 oars have to be side locked in order for the command word to work.
Yes, but it could also be cursed that if the mast is down, that the boat explodes. For all I know. So
okay, that's fair.
So let's avoid saying that word. Let's also try to avoid saying the word that starts with S and then ends in P and has 2 in between. That's a TO for the record. Let's try to do it just in case, So that is Police Rule Safety 101 for boat travel on magic boat that we don't know and is untested. Practice safe magic. Don't try to mess with the shit. And you guys want to get on the boat? How long is the boat, by the way?
14 feet by 5 feet wide.
Nice. All right. Non-mages first.
Okay.
Gestures to the boat.
As Ragnar steps into the boat.
Where's the boat? I don't see the boat.
It's an invisible boat. Trust me.
Stretches
I'm in
from
the wrong
here.
outfit for this. I need to be in red, white, and blue.
Oh man. They canonized that, right?
Which part?
The show is canon. Anyway.
Oh, that's awesome. Which show? The live action one or the many?
All right. So
don't worry about it.
So you guys I've selected everybody, so I will move the whole group as one. You just need to tell me where you want to go, and you can go. If you're going to just row, you can move 90 feet. If you're going to use the command word, you can move 180 feet. You just tell me where to go.
I suggest we row.
Okay, so you're rowing, so just click on the map where you want to row to.
So, out of curiosity, this is a river coming this way, right?
That is correct. It's flowing
So
inward into here.
probably a pain in the ass to sail up it, right?
So with the magic, with the magic, you can go against the current with no problem whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. But without it, it would probably
without it'd be a little bit of a pain. Instead of a movement of 9, it's going to be a movement of 5.
So 50 feet.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. You want to go see where the river comes from?
Sure. Let's go check it out.
Let's go up the river. Hardest part first, right? It'll be easy all down river from here. After this. Eventually.
All right. As you guys come down, you see that the river itself begins to sort of straighten out.
Should we sing a sea shanty?
Yeah.
I am a dwarf and I'm rowing a boat.
The river, or the ceiling itself, as you guys move this direction, begins to come down slightly. So instead of a high vaulted cavern, the ceiling is now only about 15 to 20 feet above you, and you can see the various rock formations and stalagmites and stalactites. Up ahead on the left, looks to be some sort of a slide. You know what an alligator slide is? For those from Florida, what the alligator slides look like, from the top of a hill, it's like a little muddy sort of slide down into the water.
Okay. So like an area where a creature has been sliding through? Yeah,
so that it kind of reminds you of that as you guys get to it. But it's about 20, it's right here, but it's about actually like 25, 30 feet up. And it looks to be some sort of a tunnel leading back into the cave complex. I need Nilo to give me a history check. Actually, give me an intelligence check, please. DC 12.
Specifically Nilo, correct?
Specifically Nilo. Oh. Yeah, no clue.
I'm gonna use that nat 20 here.
Okay.
You're gonna use the nat 20. Oh, okay.
Wait, no, I have advantage. I have advantage. Never mind, I'll use that instead.
You're gonna use one of your advantages?
Yeah, you can't roll worse than this.
So now you have 2. All right, just made it. Nilo, you realize that this entrance looks to be the exit from the tunnel where those huge bats are. So up there at the top somewhere are huge ass bats. And like I said, it's about 20. It's like about 20, 25 feet up that leads up into it. And you can see again, it continues to slope upwards even further into that cave complex. But as you guys continue, you see a large open beach opening to the right, and directly ahead, sort of a beach area, and up ahead you see that the cave complex sort of goes all the way down, so it's only about 3 or 4 feet above the water line right here. So essentially, this is the entry point right here. The river you can continue if you were to lay down in your boat, but even then, your boat is probably too high to get into underneath the other. But like I said, as you move up here, you can see that there is a tunnel leading straight north.
How clear is the water?
Water's very murky, very, very, very murky.
Okay, I won't stick my head in there.
It probably wise, but you could stick a dragon in there. Which is it's an absurd thing for me to say out loud. You know, it sounds a lot better in my head. But yes, you could. We could have one of our familiars scout ahead down that area that's a little too small. Who knows what could be done there? You know, there could be a gold chain stuck on a stalagmite.
You know what? Yeah. That space is big enough for Raldo to fly into, right?
Yeah.
Difficulty. Okay, yeah. I'll
it's a couple feet, so it would be a little bit difficult, but like not completely.
Yep. All right. So I will put my hand on your shoulder. I'm gonna send my eagle too, because why not? Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna put my hand on Tariq I'm gonna put my hand on Ragnar's shoulder, so the blind's leading the blind, as I cannot see for a moment.
Okay.
And let's send the familiars in there and see if they can see something, and maybe we could find something to swim to or for them to bring back. Who knows?
All
I
right.
got a
So
question, Adam.
Yeah.
Does Find Familiar allow you to summon stronger familiars later on at higher levels, or is it
No,
only from
no,
that
no, no.
list? Okay,
Nope. The only way to get a better familiar would be to meet one.
gotcha. Okay.
all right. So your familiars disappear, continuing their route along this underground river. Eventually, they get out of the 100-foot range, and they travel, and they travel, and they travel. Probably a mile or so along the route of the river as it twists and turns. The cave where the level above the water sometimes getting higher, other times getting lower as this underground river has cut its way through the mountains. But about a mile down, eventually the walls of the tunnel go into the water, and your familiars can go no farther. However, there is a chute going straight up, and as they fly up about 70 or 80 feet, they immediately come out into the surrounding area, and you can see that you are about a mile up the trail. As you guys are coming down the trail to get to the cave, if you go back about a mile, you will find this entry into the underground river. So had you guys turned around and backtracked and found this, you could have gotten all the way down and into the river and then floated in the river as the current carried you into the caves to where you are now.
Okay, so with some difficulty, we have a potential exit or entrance.
Yes.
One of those being much more difficult than the other.
Yes.
Okay. Presumably our familiars have been given the command to return to us when they have,
That's understood.
finished.
Yep.
Yeah.
Understood.
All right. So, actually, no, we don't have to wait for them to come back. Action. Gone. Action right here. Yay!
We actually wouldn't know. We actually would not know. We'd have to wait for them to come within that mile
Well, remember,
range first.
we can see, but we can't command.
Oh, we can still see outside that mile?
Yeah, I believe it is we can see, but we can't command anymore.
Got
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
So,
hello,
Monkey.
Monkey, you made it. And with that, we're going to take a break.
Hey, break time.
Perfect time for break. Appreciate everybody hanging with us. We are going to go into our break time. As always, you know that we like to take our 15-minute break midway through the session. Glad you could make it, Monk. For those that are with us, we appreciate it. Players, like I said, 15 minutes. So we'll be back about 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate those of us that are hanging with us. Apologize for the very beginnings where we were having issues with the stream because of my interwebs. Didn't want to play nice, but we'll be back about 15 minutes, man. So hopefully you guys will stay with us.
see ya.
Just showing up. All right, there we go. Yeah, I didn't know for sure if it was showing the time or not. All right, we'll be back. Don't forget, our players could still use Nat 1s and Nat 20s. They haven't had a chance or haven't had a need to use them yet, but never know. Never know what's coming up. We'll be back.
los días en que les duelen las manos por pintar con el corazón, por los contratistas cuyos años de trabajo crean una obra maestra cada día. Estamos orgullosos de ustedes y se merecen una pintura digna de sus habilidades. Con cariño, Benjamin Moore.
Publix knows that when you cook for those you care for the most, you always do it from the heart. This Hispanic Heritage Month, discover and explore Latin flavors your family will love. Like alfajores made with flour, cocoa, and a lot of your sweetness. Or pork carnitas tamales prepared with a pinch of affection. Or enchilado shrimp and rice, perfect for special occasions because it's made with passion. Get these recipes and more at Publix.com/Hispanic Heritage. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
And we're back. Sorry, it took me a couple extra seconds to get back. I was working on something. I wanted to make sure that I didn't lose myself. So let me get resituated here. Let me get my hat back straight. I was running around trying to get some stuff done. Didn't realize how fast that time goes when you're having fun, man. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. For those that are just arriving, you have missed a whole lot. Not really. You missed Nilo trying to become a dancer. I don't want to say a pole dancer because that would be sexist, because there was no pole to dance. But she was sort of strung up in midair dancing around, so I guess maybe that counts. But I appreciate you guys joining us tonight for the second half of the game.
You've given me an excellent business idea.
Yo.
Last time we had a food card.
Bad Papisco.
Here, put these boots on.
No, not with the boots. I meant with like a movable object and the things you could do with that. But anyway.
Got you. Anyway,
all
right.
Moving on.
But I appreciate you guys hanging with us tonight and showing up tonight as our party has worked their way through this underground cavern complex. They were originally way up here in the corner. If you can see me clicking on the map there, they came through and checked out this underground lake, found a boat that they managed to identify as a magical boat. But they're able to move their way just by rowing. Even though the boat magically will go on its own, they decided to just row it. And they're rowing against the stream, but they did manage to find where the river enters in this cavern complex. And they also found a couple of ways out. In addition to the way the river goes, their familiars followed the river underground for about a mile before it dead ended. But there was it's about a 70 or 80 foot vertical shaft that led out to the mountain pass that the party was walking through when they found the cave. So if they needed to escape, they know they can go that way. They also found right here in this area there's about 20 or 30 foot up. There's a sort of I described it as an alligator slide or a crocodile alligator slide if you're in Florida, where it's sort of a sloping, there's a whole a passage up there about 30 feet up, but there's like a sloping area where it comes out of the tunnel, slopes down, and then does this about a 15-foot drop into the river here. So they could probably scale that up and go that way as well. Although up that route, Nilo recalls that there were some rather large bats. When I say large, I mean bats with like 5-foot wingspans, right? So they are not your average everyday underground bat that was annoying and harassing the party due to the light. These guys were fairly menacing looking, to say the least. But the party has also found this beach area where they could land the boat and exit the boat and take this tunnel should they so desire. And that, my friends, is where we are going to pick back up with tonight's episode of Agora Quest, episode 55 of our Agora Quest Heroes of Kreistrich edition, as they continue to investigate these lost caverns of Jochkanth, or as they like to call them, Igwil's Lost Lair. Party, you sit now in your boat, sort of beached slightly on here as your familiars return. What do we wish to do? Do we wish to exit the boat and go up the tunnel, or float ourselves back into the lake and investigate that direction?
I think we should go up this way. See what happens. We bring the boat ashore.
Okay.
I think I'm going
put the
to.
boat ashore. Yeah.
Yeah. You used to do it, Pythons, right? Yes.
You should. Let me double check.
I want to tie the boat up, and one, because the boat could, theoretically be pushed by some creature like a bat or an alligator or something into the water and then float downstream, and then we're here without a boat, and no paddles up a river. Or the boat could be cursed and try to go back down the river, and I don't like either of these options. So
Sean, I need to clarify something. So, I think what I did was I bought this climber's kit, right? And I noticed it came with pythons. It says special pythons.
Okay.
Does that mean I can't? Can I still use those pythons to hold the boat
Sure.
in place?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can,
It's
you
like
can.
it's like yeah, it's like climbing stuff. You know what I mean? You just they're made for being stuck in the rock and whatnot.
And for rope to be usually used with them. But so yeah, let's just put some pythons into some rock with some hammer, and we'll tie the rope to the boat and to the python, and hopefully Ingrid is here.
Could also stick an immovable rod in the boat.
I could, but I want to have the immovable rod later. Or someone could come along and steal the immovable rod, which, frankly, considering I don't know how to get the boat out of here in the first place, is probably more valuable than the boat right now.
Fair point.
All right. Shall we?
You know what? Hold on.
Oh, okay.
We're taking an Arcana check real quick
For what?
on the boat.
Okay.
Okay. It's a magical boat.
What
think
is
you're
a
thinking-
common command word for the collapsible boats?
We already established it's not a collapsible boat.
Yeah, he already identified it as
my
not being.
identify would have revealed that.
I was hoping it might have been like, just a snippet too high up.
Nope.
No. Yeah.
Ah, well.
Shall we?
Yes.
We are continuing as you guys begin to move your way into this hallway. Itself is about 15 feet wide, a little between 10 and 15. The walls or the ceiling itself is about 15 feet high, give or take, as you guys begin moving your way up the tunnel. You can hear the sound of running water behind you becoming faint as you move up further and further away. But as you move, your senses pick up running water once again coming from up ahead.
Let's go take a look then.
Yep. Let's go check out.
As you begin to move up ahead, you can see what appears to be some kind of a bridge, maybe. It's a bridge that spans another underground river, or perhaps it's the same underground river. You're unclear right now based on where you're at. However, this bridge appears rather ornately carved. You can see that the bridge itself sort of arches over the top of the river into a leg of the tunnel that you're on that continues on the other side. It's about 15 feet above the water line as it sort of arches over, so it gets closer to the ceiling. Ceiling itself here is about 30 to 40 feet high. So as you sort of cross the bridge, the ceiling gets a little closer, but it's all essentially about 20 to 25 feet above throughout the leg of the tunnel and the bridge itself. Anyway, the sculptures on the bridge reveal many strange forms and shapes in bold relief. Most of them are gargoyle kind of looking creatures carved into it, leering outward away from the bridge and over to the water. You can see that the river itself flows from right to left, and it disappears. Although the arch of the tunnel that the water goes into is high enough such that you could probably put your boat in and ride it wherever it goes, exiting here. It's not as close here to the top of the river as it was to the south where you guys checked a little bit ago. But anyway. And then you can see that the
Hold on, Ilo. Before you cross the river on the bridge, look, it is very clear we are in the lair of a spellcaster of some sort with a sense of humor, much like my own. So I want to ensure that this bridge is not magical, lest we get
Okay.
thrown off into the water. And it will be good to have it up just in case. Anyway, I'm gonna
Rada
cast
will fly around and underneath it real quick, or at least around so you can see underneath it, just to double check.
Okay. While you do that, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic again, just to have it up while we walk.
Okay. All right. As you cast it, you detect no magic.
Yeah, wonderful. We can keep going. Oh, sorry.
No, I'd say you detect no magic. It's like 60 feet in the spell, right?
30 feet in any direction from me, yeah.
30 feet. Yeah, so 60-foot rate or diameter. Okay, yep. So yeah, so you detect no magic other than the magical items that you guys find upon yourselves.
Wonderful. No magic. Let's keep going, I guess.
Okay.
I'll keep it up for, the next 10 minutes.
Okay. As you guys cross over the bridge, examining the or Ragnar sort of stops to take a look, and Desmond sort of stopped to take a quick look at the carvings that are on the bridge itself, but really nothing comes of it. But you guys find yourselves on the other side of the bridge at a slight nexus, as you can see three branches, one going left, one going right, and one going half right.
So left again.
Okay.
There is no objection.
Okay.
Nope, no objection.
All right.
I have lost connection to the server. Tempting to I am back, I think. Yes. Okay.
All right. All right. As you guys move around to the left, you can see that a high domed cavern displays a rainbow of colors on its walls and floor. Even the many stalactites that hang above look like colored icicles from your vantage point. Various mineral deposits in the rock have seeped into the frozen into frozen curtains and cascades in many fantastic shapes and colors that reflect as the light sort of hits them as you come around the corner. The floor itself has a number of humps and stalagmites of varied hue and strange form. In the center of the chamber, as you come around, you can see is a massive heap of coin and precious metal bars.
That's a lot of money.
This doesn't scream anything like trap to me.
No, let me get closer and see my magic wheel. I think I saw something over there. I'm Please go see what I saw.
Oh yeah, you definitely saw movement in the tunnel, but it sort of moved away and got out of your vision, whatever it was.
Okay, so this is a horde of a creature in here, probably. Do you all want to kill a monster to take its money? Is that the plan?
Did you see what the creature was?
Oh, I have no idea. It was big and had maybe a wing. I'm not sure.
Let's see. Yeah. Nothing that anybody else spied or noted.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, we could say hi if it's friendly. If it's friendly, we don't have to take its money.
Yeah. All right. So who's gonna go in first and say hi?
It'll be me. All right.
As you step in, suddenly leaping over to the large pile is this massive creature. It actually has what looks to be the head of a lion, a dragon, and perhaps a goat. But in addition to that, it has a head of a bull as it stares at you and snarls and says, "Prepare to die."
Really?
Yes.
Can we have a conversation first? Or does it just leap at me and try to eat me?
Roll initiative.
All right, that's what I thought. What do we need to roll?
Yes, everybody roll initiative.
I just saw it when it rolled, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
Does anyone here have a negative dexterity?
Who am I missing? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Anybody want to roll for Ragnar or
Combat
Desmond?
such does not exist in combats.
What? That's kind of strange, but he rolled.
Do you-
Nyla, go ahead and roll yours.
I can't roll. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Let me
really?
roll Nyla.
It's really convenient that
all right, I rolled for you, Nyla.
Ragnar is going immediately after Baviskra. That's kind of nice.
Yep.
Very convenient
all right.
for me.
All right. As you guys step in and you see this, again, this massive winged creature. You've all seen chimeras before. This is very much like a chimera, but with a bull's head as well. So it doesn't show it in this picture, but it does have a bull's head, so it's actually got the 4 heads.
Is everyone rolled? Okay, everyone's rolled.
Yep, everybody has rolled. Yes.
Did because my detect magic is still up. Does it reveal anything in this area that might be relevant, such as, I don't know, an enchantment on the creature or a
let me check
illusory
just to
coin
be sure.
pile? Okay.
Just let me check here real quick. That's a good point.
Could be an illusion, could be mind controlled, who knows?
Yeah, nothing on the creature that you see. However, in its pile of treasure, you see some radiation of some strong magic. So there's magic buried within the coins.
Fun. Okay.
So
That's good to know.
Okay.
The monster has chosen violence.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the.
It is a cat.
It is Desmond. Desmond goes first, so he's got the initiative.
All right. Desmond is going
I'm
to
I'm gonna move him up. That's where he was when you guys came in. Typically, Desmond is up. Typically, Desmond is up front.
So, he's gonna first mark.
Okay.
This thing can fly, so spike growth is not gonna be helpful here. Oh wait. Anyone remember what his fighting style was called?
Who? Desmond? No.
No, he just has his normal two attacks per round, I believe.
Gonna mark it with his Slayer's.
Okay. Bonus action Slayer's Prey, so make sure you target the creature and do Slayer's Prey. All right, it is applied. Okay. I'm looking to see on his.
He is going.
His fighting style is defense. At second level, you
Just
adopt.
AC.
I was more so. I had the wrong one.
Yep.
That's right. That archetype is the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but he gets an extra attack, so he gets 2 attacks with his Night Razor, and if he crits with the Night Razor, then he gets the as he hits the creature for 7 hit points of damage. Nice. Second attack. Hits again.
Nice.
For 8 more. Nice. All right, and he rolls he needs to roll a d6 for Slayer's Prey, yeah. For an additional 2 more. Yep. and I
Oh
just took
wait,
it off.
it's twice. It's twice a turn, right?
No.
It's per attack,
No.
or is it only once a turn?
No, it's only once per turn. He gets the
Okay.
extra. Yep, so he gets a D6. All right, so an extra 2, so that does that. All right, sweet. Nilo, you're up.
My dragon will, of course, give advantage against it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go straight on it.
Okay.
Oh, remember, Natalie, if that horse gets hit, it dies.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The horse that I gave you, that because your movement speed's halved.
Oh, right.
Yeah, if you lose your horse, you have 100-foot movement speed. Technically, you can disengage by using your horse's action.
I will booming blade it first. That a hit or a miss?
That is a miss. Oh, it hits. Sorry, it does hit. Oh, no, it didn't. Sorry. Dang. I forgot. Damn it. That pisses me off. I forgot to, this is based on a Chimera, but it's not a Chimera, but its armor class is different. So I forgot to change the armor class. So that actually missed. So I need to put those hit points back.
Okay, well, let me go and use my bonus action to swing again, and if so, the booming blade still hit.
Okay. That misses. And I need to go back and see.
Misses?
Yep. Oh, why did it? Hang on a second. Why did it say that should have actually hit? Let me see. I don't
Sean
know
accidentally
why.
added a 0 at the end of the AC.
What's that?
I said Sean accidentally adding a 0 at the end of the AC.
No, it says 17. I don't know why it says that you missed. That should have hit, but I'll take it off. All right, I took the hit points off, so that was a hit.
Awesome.
I don't know why.
Make
that
sure you take the booming blade with it.
Yep. I need to.
All right.
I need to go back and check on Desmond's here really quick. So Desmond's first one was a miss, so it gets 7. The second one hit, so I got to give it 7 hit points back because his first hit actually missed. All right, now we're good. Okie dokie. That's it for Nilo.
I will.
Oh, sorry.
Use the horse's action to disengage.
Okay. All right, Bravisco.
I'm going to cast my signature move of whip.
Magic missile.
No, not that one. The other signature move. This one. Hold on. Oh god, that is not what I wanted. As I can't apparently middle click or like do anything to like get rid of the character sheet when I'm trying to do that. So,
No.
can you delete that so I can place it
Yep.
again?
Sure.
Cool. Whereas I apparently cannot. All right, we're going to try again. Please minimize. Thank you. I'm just gonna pop this right here. There we go.
Okay. The Chimera succeeds in a saving throw of rolls a saving throw of 18. So it succeeded in its saving throw. It rolls it on my sheet automatically.
Ah, that's cool.
It says Chimera, so sorry it doesn't show it on the screen, but it does actually roll. It did actually roll an 18.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's not worth it for me to try to stop it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move over here a little bit.
Okay.
That's it for me. Ragnar's turn.
Yep.
Does this say large creature?
It should be, I believe. It is a large creature.
Okay, I'm gonna have him rage.
Okay.
And I am going to. Yeah, I just removed one. I don't know how to apply the effect. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. If you go
Target
to.
yourself.
Yeah. If you go to target yourself, go to features, and then rage.
I'm trying to target him, but
I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll go in here. Features, rage, usability, and Ragnar is now raging.
Okay, it removed one of his things that he still has, so I put that back. And I'm gonna have him attempt to grapple the creature with advantage because he's raging.
Okay.
It needs to be a 25.
Nice. And let's see. That's athletics or acrobatics, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he is. How did he get a +6 on his roll?
He has a +3 strength and a +3 to because of proficiency bonus.
Oh, proficiency. That's why. Okay. Don't know if this will work or not. No, I am going to, however, as the DM is such a nice guy, I am going to use my nat 20.
Use your nat 20.
I'm going to use.
To give him a total of 24, which is still a failure.
Is it? Yeah, it would be, huh? Yep, I guess so. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm not going to use my nat 20. I'll save it for later.
Hey.
All right. All right.
Next turn, when he makes a saving throw.
Yep.
Weapon.
For what? Do what?
When he makes another saving throw for web, that's when he's going to do it.
Nope. So he is now grappled, which means, yeah, let me see. I wish I knew all these, like, would be, I don't know which one is grappled here. Would that be considered restrained?
No? Not quite. It's not as bad as being restrained.
Yeah.
Though if it's just an icon to make, represent it, then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, I think
if applies status effects.
Oh, it does? Okay, then
yeah, it does.
Don't
I'm looking to see. It doesn't have anything here where it's weakened, empowered, generating, regenerating, invisible, targeted, marked, blessed. Why does it? There's nothing on here that says about grappled. Concentrating, dead, nope. Exhaustion, 2, 1, deafened, 4, 5. Oh, there he is. Grappled. Okay, so I am now grappled. So speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Ends if remove. Okay, fine. So right now his speed is just 0. All right. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
For Ragnar. All right, Tarikas, you are up.
He only has the 1 attack.
Tarikas with us still?
Yeah.
Monkey.
Did he go?
I don't know if he is.
He's in the call.
Oh, he's not in the game. Well, he was moving himself, I thought.
Yeah, he's logged in.
Yeah, I don't.
He's not coming through.
I don't hear you talking, Monkey.
I do see him talking, but he's not coming through.
Yeah. Guess you're just gonna have to type in chat, dude, what you want to do, and we can execute it for you, or you can move your token, whichever you want to do. That's 20, 25. There's 30 foot of movement. You can't move any further without being able to do anything else. That's your 30 foot right there. Just so you know, it looks like you're targeting yourself right now. Hold the dead. Imagine that. Charisma fails. Hits for 19 hit points of damage.
Nice.
And of course, it took another 12 off as well. I don't know why it does it. It does double damage every time. So it does 12, the 2d8, and then it does 2d12 as well. So that's no bueno. So I put the hit points back. All right. Okay. There we go. That's it for Tarikas. As it is now. Does he have to use it? No, he's not going to. He is not going to try to move.
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
There he is.
Oh my gosh, I've been talking this whole time, and I was like, okay, they're not. Okay, they're ignoring
Nah,
me.
man.
Okay, so
We just could not hear
I'll just
you.
sit here, wait.
All right. So the Chimera gets multi-attack. It gets 3 attacks. Its first attack, it is going to... see, how do we want to do this?
So, I don't know what just happened, but I see a new icon has appeared there.
Yep, the web, because I did not...
at the start of its turn.
Yeah, so I elected not to try to remove myself from the web because I can't. Because I can't, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had a choice. I could do an action to try to break free, or I could just sit where I am and I can still attack. I just can't move.
Yep,
So,
you just have disadvantage. I was a little confused because it made normally you roll the save at the start of the turn, but it rolled when I cast it, and now it rolled again. I guess. I don't, okay.
Yep. So I don't know, but that's fine. All right. So the first thing it is going to do, it is. Why is that? Yes, it is. I think. Hang on a sec. Yeah. I don't know why I thought it was different. Okay. So the first thing that happens is you guys watch as the dragon's head whips around. Let's see. What's the... do 5, 10. All right, so it's these two right here. So it's actually targeting Desmond and Ragnar. As the dragon's head suddenly opens up and a breath of flame just swoops over the top of them. Oh no. Hang on, I have to change the thingamabobby.
Oh, thank God he missed.
Yeah, whatever. To change the template. Go with, see which one that does. What? What the, oh. All right, let me try this again. Action is, oops. And I have to move it from where it's at. Boom, there we go. Now, I need Ragnar and Desmond to make dexterity saving throws. Let me double check. It's the DC 15.
Ragnar succeeds.
Desmond fails. All right. So I don't know why it didn't have them automatically do that. So damage, normal. Oh, that was bizarre. 33 hit points of damage to Desmond. 17 to... Sorry. 33 divided by 2 is 16 to Ragnar. I will update their hit points.
I got
make sure. Thank you. It's not letting me. Okay, there we go. Delete.
Ow.
There we go. All right, so I want to make sure that. So Desmond took 33. Okay. And Ragnar took his. I don't know why it said 17. It should be 16. So he should have 64.
You said the DC was 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have supernatural defense. Whenever the target of my serious prey makes me make a saving throw, or whenever I make an ability check to escape a target's grapple, I add a D6 to it.
What is this now? Which one?
There it is.
Whenever the target of your Slayer's play forces. Oh, okay. He has a D6. All right, so he saved. So he only took 17 instead of 33. That's fine. His second attack.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was his love tap.
I don't want that.
His second attack is going to target Desmond.
Or two rage. Hey. No horny in this chat.
Oh, God damn
it. Why is he targeting himself? Yep. And now his third attack. Let's see. Yep, he is going to target Ragnar as the bull's head whips around, and you watch as this billowing mist of sort of this purplish green breath comes waving out over the top of Ragnar. I need Ragnar. God dang it, did it again.
Is that his breath?
Hang on, I have to change it. It's like, I don't know how many times I have to change this thing in order to...
Is that a breath weapon?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah, looks like he can do two of them.
Yeah, someone give that boy Tic Tac. Hurry up.
Ah! It's not letting me... There we go. Now let's do this again.
In his mouth.
30. Correction. 90. Actually, it should be both of them because I thought it was only one, but I believe it's anybody in the cone. Yep, each creature in that cone. So I need Desmond and Ragnar to give me a, let's see if it's a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please.
Ragnar and Desmond?
Ragnar and Desmond.
Constitution saving throw.
That's not going to happen that time.
That's not great.
Nope. You guys watch as the mist sort of flows over both of them. Suddenly, they both instantly go rigid and fall over back. Well, I won't say fall over backward. They just go rigid as they are both now paralyzed.
That's really not good over here.
Can I take their boots?
Oh, she did catch that. Okay.
Take his Nikes. Hurry, go.
You know what's even funnier? Does he know about the cursed boots? Were you here for that? Did you catch that part?
No, I didn't.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
Okay, that was a coincidence then. We had to watch Nilo die to a pair of cursed boots that made her dance for 6 hours straight, and then we took the boots off and then brought her back to life with Revivify.
Revivify?
Yeah. Oh, that was a It was a whole thing. We tried to
we
get those boots off for 6 hours and we couldn't.
Oh yeah, those things kill you when you dance to death.
Yeah.
All right.
You lost your diamond dust.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, that wasn't diamond dust, but you had 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds to cast Revivify one time. All right. That being said, that is the. Sorry it took so long, but I was like trying to place those templates just wasn't playing nice. All right. As we go back to the top of the order, Desmond is paralyzed, so he cannot go. Nilo.
All right. Does he make a Constitution saving throw to avoid being to break out of paralyzation?
That's what I'm looking up, but I don't believe so.
It's either on his turn or my turn. That's just a set amount of time.
I got you.
On a fail, target begins to turn to stone and is restrained. The restrained target must repeat saving throw at the end of its next turn. So.
Oh, so he's restrained, not paralyzed.
Well, it's he's turned to stone, is essentially.
It's undergoing the
turning.
process.
Yes, he's turning to stone and is currently restrained, but he has to. I want to say when does
Stop smoking that stuff. Oh wait, not that kind of stone. My bad.
All right, so so right now Desmond needs to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
But he does get a turn in the meantime because he is restrained, not
paralyzed. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's true.
End of the turn, right? The end of the turn.
Yeah, at the end of his turn.
Restrained. Yeah.
Yes.
I got you.
So Desmond.
Right, so he's going to swing on it with Night Razor.
Okay.
With a normal roll, not advantage or disadvantage because of the mutual restraint of both parties.
He's incapacitated right now.
Yeah, it's a regular roll. It's no advantage, no disadvantage. Just a straight roll.
Might want to change Ragnar's to the net.
Ooh, what?
Ragnar's thing. You have him as incapacitated. He's actually should be restrained.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. Here and where is it? Where's the net? Where's the net?
I don't think that hit. Yeah.
Nope, that
10
misses.
is definitely not gonna hit.
Where is the freaking net? All right, this is really bugging me. You found the net. Where's the net at?
Oh. Net is over 2, down 2. Oh, down 1. Over 2, down 1.
Oh, that doesn't even look like a net to me. Okay.
It doesn't? Oh, it looks like a net to me.
Well, to me it didn't. All right, Ragnar's restraint. Okay, here we go. All right, that misses. That one hits. Nice.
11 damage. That includes the Slayer's Prey.
Yep. Nice. Okay.
Does he do extra damage from Night Razor?
No,
he has to crit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the crit that doesn't do extra damage. It just gives him hit points back.
Got it.
Oh, he made the save.
As he makes his saving throw, as he is no longer restrained. The effects stop.
He's not gonna die.
All right. All right. That's it for Desmond. Nilo, you're up.
Okay. He never attempted to move, yeah?
No, he did not. So the booming blade is no more.
The web. Is there anything up in the air for that web to cling to?
No.
Okay, my dragon's
ceiling's
gonna come in for
ceiling's about 30, 40 feet high.
All right, dragon's gonna come in for give me advantage on the next attack. And I will.
I don't care what anybody says. There should be a rule that says if you fly into and you have to get into the zone of the web to try to give advantage, you need to make a saving throw to not get caught.
Normally, but that's why he asked, because the web goes about 5 foot.
Yeah,
it's like 5 foot web on the ground. He's just going above that.
Yeah, we're good. We're fine.
But you already have advantage, Nilo. So the thing is, though, Nilo, you already have advantage. You don't need to get more advantage. You can't get more advantage.
It's all good.
I will have more advantage. I need
all right, it's all good.
my ability here. One weapon attack. All right.
Boom!
That's a lot of confetti.
Nice. Confetti's good. Every time you see confetti, that's always good.
I alt tab for
20.
like half a second, tab back in.
Nice.
Confetti everywhere.
Juicy. Okay,
Very
and I can just shoot
nice.
my bow.
All right.
Fire seems to be effective on the creature.
Oh,
Yeah.
Question. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm going to cast Text on him.
Okay.
Which, if I recall, is not even a saving throw, right?
No, it's only on,
No, it just
on actions.
You can't attack and hex unless you have.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah. Assuming
Yeah,
you were trying to do something as a bonus action, right?
Wait, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh.
Never mind. And yeah, that should be it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, his strength is the strength checks
Okay.
that he has to take.
Yeah.
Yep.
Disadvantage on strength checks. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Pretty screw.
All right. Well, we're just gonna slowly whittle away at this HP pool. There's too many spells on this spell list. It's a good problem to have. Boom. That doesn't seem right. All right, I have to press the button again. There we go. Pew,
All right.
pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Nice. Whittle him down. Ragnar. Ragnar is currently restrained.
He's currently restrained. He's no longer grappling the creature, so you can remove that condition if you'd like. He's going to try to hit it with the maul with no bonus or penalty. Actually, he has a battle axe. Battle axe is a one-handed weapon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has battle axe of warding.
Yeah, we're definitely going to hit with the magic one because that makes the most sense. To be honest,
Hey,
I still
Sean,
have a
did I
target.
get skipped?
Do you?
No, you're next.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
It's just taken us a really long time to get through the round.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
6 damage.
Took it off, and it did.
I'll make a con save for him now.
Okay.
See, I'm learning how to use Forge. Look at all of this stuff. These rolls. they're
As
making
he
so
makes
quickly.
his saving throw.
No more restraint for him.
No more restraint for him. Very cool. All right. Tarikas, now you're up.
All right, who's paralyzed?
Nobody.
Okay. All right. So, how's everyone's health?
Pretty decent.
Okay. Well, then I'll hit him again with a Toll the Dead.
All right.
Classic.
That's I don't ever have to worry what's Tarikas going to do. It doesn't matter. Just do total dead. That's
Well,
Tarikas.
I don't have really much I can do. I mean, I don't have weapons really to attack with.
Right.
Or I just got to rely on my spells and healing. That, and then the healing.
It's totally a valid choice to rely on cantrips until the creature proves to be even more dangerous. So, yeah, I get it.
The Chimera fails, or the Gorgamera actually fails its save, so it took 2 hit points of damage. All right. Next. Going to First.
Don't get the breath weapon back. Don't get the breath weapon back. Don't get the breath weapon back.
Let me.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I know I said that it is not grappled. It is still grappled because it turns out our dwarf friend does have a one-hit weapon, so that's what I used. For the record.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, so the takes aim at Ragnar. Let's do as the bullhorn whips around, targeting Ragnar.
You got this, Ragnar.
Misses Ragnar.
Is your attacks all right with disadvantage for the record?
Yeah. As misses Ragnar with this one. As the head once again is it not? Yeah. Okay. That's why, because I didn't roll it a second time, so it cannot use its breath weapon this time because it did not. So it is just going to target him with the bite. And the bite hits Ragnar for 12 hit points of damage, which it took off. Yep, it took half off because he's. Did it take half? No, it didn't take half off because he's supposed to be raging. I don't know why. Took off the rage. But
Excellent question.
I'm going to give him
I
back
never saw it apply in the first place, to be honest.
Yeah, it was supposed to.
Here.
Yep. There. Now he's raging. I got it. I got him raging now. Cool. All right. That being said, that is it. And I put these 6 hit points back on him, so he only took 6. Desmond, you're up.
You set this up in a really bad way. I can't get on the side of him.
You want to attack him from the side? You can attack him from right here or right here.
Yeah, we're gonna try to break up that easy to hit cone.
Well, the cone has to originate from like in here, so like it can't hit all 3 of you.
That's why I'm making it to where when he blasts again.
Oh, got it. You're moving Desmond over here, and you're moving Ragnar over here. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
smart.
that's it.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, Desmond, you're up. That hits. Nice. 16 slashing. Very good. Hits again. Ooh,
21, it's consistent.
Nice. Very nice.
Alrighty.
All right.
Slash.
Nilo, you're up.
He is now hexed, so I'm just gonna do the same thing as before.
Nice. Firebolt misses.
That's a
nope.
miss. Okay.
Yep. 17. 19 hits. Pew pew.
With another 1d6
nice.
necrotic. I don't know if necrotic actually. I don't know if there's any difference between the non-magical and necrotic damage, but yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Nice. Pew
Alrighty.
pew. Pervis Kronos.
All right. We are going to do just a firebolt. Is there a
23 hits?
I haven't rolled.
It says.
I guess.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
It's so nice that Firebolt doesn't light things on fire.
Yeah.
It does if you specifically try to.
Yep. 10 more hit points of damage. Nicely done.
Cup you.
Ragnar.
Ragnar is going to move over here because that's a good idea. Maintain his grapple and try to smack a thing.
Hits.
Okay.
Come on, you can do this. Pew pew.
Whack.
Whack whack. He only gets the one attack, right? Sorry.
Yes, because he took 4 and
Yep.
3 instead of
Yep.
5 and whatever.
Yep. Gotcha. Tarikas.
I think I'm gonna try something different.
Whatever.
I'm gonna try the Toll of the Dead. From this angle, I'm gonna move up 5 feet.
Mhm.
Maybe it's an
Okay.
angle thing.
All right, go ahead and move yourself up wherever you want to move.
Okay, here we go.
Chimera succeeds in its saving throw. No damage is applied. Ha! He gets one last
Okay, I'm
attempt.
gonna move back.
You got the grosser of them. Ugh.
Let's see. What? Why does it keep targeting me? I don't get it. I need to.
The
change
Chimera has decided
this.
he is done with his life and tries to petrify
Yeah.
himself.
Right. We'll go with Ragnar. Ragnar, I need him to give me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please.
I suppose of all the people to do it.
Yeah. As he makes his saving throw, so that does nothing for him.
Your breath
But-
smells.
Eh,
Something like that.
Let's
I don't
do
know.
that. So he's going to target Ragnar anyway. He'll go after him with his horn. Hit himself, but missed the knucklehead. Don't target yourself, dummy. All right, and now he is going to target Ragnar with the. Which one do we want? Do here. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll go at him with the claw. Yep. Yep. He's pretty much given up on his life. Desmond.
Alrighty. Same shit, different day.
All right. Oh, misses. Lives to fight another day. Misses again.
And-
2 misses. Next. Nilo, you're up. Boom. Hits. Woof. Finally, the last gasp from the creature as Nilo's firebolt slashes through the webs, ending its existence as you guys find yourselves sort of standing amongst the refuse and trash of whatever this creature is.
I like to point out, by the way, that when she uses her war magic to shoot and cast at the same time, or swing and cast, they're firing in tandem. That's how I like to do it.
It's like a firebolt and follows right behind the arrow or something like that. That's cool.
It's just more or less something like that, and like, the arrow glances off of it, but the firebolt just hits true, or vice versa.
That's fine. That's fine.
What the hell does that thing looks? Chimeras are recognizable to any seasoned soldier, especially one from the war, right?
Wait, say that again?
A chimera is easily recognizable by.
Yeah, you guys all have recognized. Yeah, you guys have seen chimeras before.
This looks like this.
Not there.
It looks like
looks a lot like a chimera.
Yeah,
it looks
although
a lot like one, but sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, go ahead, Pravisco. You were on the right track.
Yeah, it looks a lot like one, but it looks like some mage decided to graft an extra head upon it, or something like that. Or maybe it's a rare variant or something. Who knows? It is dead. I know that much now. Hopefully.
Am I smart?
What are you hoping to do with that?
What are you trying to do?
If perhaps I might personally know of a reason this thing exists, aside from, a wizard decided to graft a head onto it.
No, maybe a guardian or a ward to something. Typically, that's what mages do in their lairs and whatnot. They put various strange guardians and whatnot.
Gotcha. Because while Pavisco studied artificing and regular magic, neither of those studied under the Priest of Bacob.
Right.
So I feared that if something was unique about this, she may have had a chance of coming across it at some point. All right. And what was the odd head again?
A bull's head.
I've never seen a bull's head on these.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of weird things about it, to be honest. But hey, it had a treasure hoard, so that's a plus.
Is there any viable parts of a chimera?
Like things you could sell?
Yeah, like specifically parts of a chimera that other people would find valuable.
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, oysters.
Could take that dragon head. That'd be cool. Someone might buy it.
It's too big to fit in the bag.
I wouldn't recommend it, though. But you know what is valuable? All of this gold. And also whatever that magic thing is over there. I'm going to go take a look at that. Hopefully it's not cursed.
Like everything else we found so far?
Yeah, I mean, we only found the one thing that was cursed, right? Like everything else was, He just kind of waves his hands. We'll identify it, and then we will decide if it is worth the risk. I'm gonna go fish out that thing I saw that was magic.
All right, I'm looking to make sure that I got the right one that I'm looking at here. Weird that it doesn't show. All right. So you dig through the treasure and gold. Obviously, there's silver, gold. You even find some platinum and jewelry and some gems. But in and amongst all of that, you find a potion of some kind, a scroll inside a scroll tube, a bone scroll tube, a horn with intricately laid or silver holder, right? So instead of having to hold the horn itself, it has like a little handle underneath it, and the horn itself rests between two circlets that sort of sit right, so you can hold it that way. But it is finely made and crafted to this this pristine white horn, and it has arcane glyphs written all over it. And last but not least, you find what looks to be a leather bag radiating magic as well.
All right, so anyone here? Were all four of those items magical? I mean,
Yes.
potion scroll.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, is anyone here want to take like a short break?
I think that would be healthy.
Just so you know, you
I need
cannot
help
take
for
you
this.
cannot take a short rest.
Because we took one at the beginning of the 6-hour wait for Nyla to die.
It was. It has to be. Okay, yeah. I was thinking you guys did one after that too. You're right. Yep, because it has to be every 4 hours. So, all right, short rest I will allow.
Okay. Because I figure I'm going to be here for 40 minutes anyway, casting this, so the others might as well take a break. If they want it.
I think we will.
40 minutes. So, identify in order, top to bottom. Potion,
All
scroll, horn, and bag.
So the potion that you guys find is a potion of green dragon control.
Oh.
Huh. Well, I assume that's like a dominate monster on a green dragon?
Yes, it works just like a dominate monster. Or something similar.
Somebody was preparing for.
The scroll, crud. I had it written down here and then I scrolled away from it. I mean, I had it marked down here, but I scrolled away from it. Hang on.
You scrolled on the scroll?
Yeah, I scrolled past the scroll. Where are you? There we are. It is a protection from elementals. The bag is a bag of holding.
Ooh.
Another one.
And the horn.
Together and see what happens.
Yeah. And the horn is what you come to realize is known as a horn of fog.
Oh. Okay.
I think we should save it for a rainy day.
This small bugle-like device, when blown, will create a thick cloud of heavy fog equal to a fog cloud spell. Each round the character blows a horn, it creates a 10 by 10 by 10 cloud of fog. The cloud continues to grow until the character stops blowing. Once the character stops, the cloud lasts an additional 2d4, well, they say turns, but in this case it's rounds. A new cloud can be created by blowing the horn again. The horn makes a deep sound, dropping to a lower register at the end of the note. The horn may be used by a character of any class. So essentially, it's kind of like casting a fog cloud. I don't know if that's even in 5th edition, but whatever the fog.
There's a fog cloud spell.
Yeah, so it's similar to the fog cloud spell. But I think, yeah, you can blow it round after round. It doesn't have to be continuous, in my opinion.
Okay.
Although the way it's read here, it says until you stop blowing. So to me, you can't blow continuously. So as soon as you stop the blow,
right.
So I'm assuming it would have to do something. But I'm just going to consider, since converting this from over to 5th edition, it's going to be. I'm actually looking here to see.
Okay, so there's a technique that
your circular breathing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking to see.
There's a technique that musicians use called circular breathing, where you breathe continuously.
Okay.
That's something a bard might be able to do.
Yeah, but for the
sorry.
I'm
sorry. I was looking. So I have the 5th edition conversion. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave it as the green dragon, because they say here replace the green dragon with a potion of invulnerability. But I'll go ahead and.
Sometimes those horns like that, Sean, they're like one use and then you got to recharge them like after a short or a long rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking here. They don't even have the horn in here, but I'm still putting it in there. So I'm just going to say it's a horn of fog, which literally casts a fog cloud spell. But I'm going to say, like you said, we'll give it X number of uses a day. And right. I'll determine that, but X number of uses a day as opposed to like every round. No worry. Yeah, at will. Yeah. But anyway, I'll give you your choice. You want the green dragon control or the potion of invulnerability? I'll give you guys a choice.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
think we
obviously
want
we want
the
the green dragon.
control.
Um,
That's a rainy day item right
So
there.
the potion of vulnerability is fun because it's resistance to all damage,
Yeah.
but it's not like perfect immunity. It's not like complete.
Yeah.
It's not actually
Yeah.
invulnerability.
Yeah.
I will say the vulnerability one is probably going to get used a bit more. So
Yeah.
let's just take the invulnerability. When's the next time we're going to fight a green dragon, and we'll get to curse our choice.
Okay. I'll give you your choice, but put it down how you want it. But once you put it down, there's no changing it.
No, I already put it down.
All right. So you guys have the potion of invulnerability. Okay.
Unless another player objects and wants to, say
Yep.
the other one, in which case,
no, I'm good with that.
All right. In addition to all of that, now I have to scroll back up. So you guys made me scroll up and down in this stupid thing. That's the one downside about having that. Like in my first edition game, I took the module and put it in OneNote so I could go back and forth really easy. I wasn't that smart here. All right. So as far as the coins and stuff go, you guys find 7,000 silver, 900 gold, 80 platinum, 21 gems, and I am going to say 50 gold each. I'm not even going to worry about trying to roll for gems. And 2 pieces of fine jewelry valued at 1,000 gold each.
Okay, hold on. 1 times 6 let's go. And how many pieces of jewelry?
2 pieces of jewelry at 1,000 gold each.
All right, I have written all of that down.
All right. And as you guys look, you can see that there are 2 exits leading out of this place.
It's mad. I'm going to want to hug the left wall here.
Who gets the second bag of holding?
By the way, make sure everybody
yes.
give yourself a short rest if you have not already.
Okay. I'm level 6 as a wizard, so I get a 3rd level spell slot back, but I haven't spent a 3rd level spell, so I can get a 2nd and a 1st. Yeah, let's get a 2nd and 1st back. Let's do that. That would be smart. Okay, I'm using my Arcane Recovery to gain a 3rd and 1st level spell. A 2nd and a 1st level spell slot back, and I am resetting my cantrips.
Okay.
What was I doing? I was writing down the divisions for each of these, so 900 divided by 5. I could say we continue onward in that general direction. Yes?
Okay.
That works, yeah.
All right,
You
lead the
pick
way.
top or south way?
Hug the left wall and then to lose around probably in another U section. I'm counting the silver pieces still. It's going to take a while.
All right. As you guys continue your way around the, you see that up ahead, it begins to circle back on itself.
Yep.
As you come around the backside, Nilo, interestingly, right where you and Desmond are, you can see that the boulders here are well-rounded. Almost as if somebody had rounded these big rocks and just sort of stacked them up here. Right here, and you can see this little pile of rock right here. The well-rounded boulders here look as if some giant had stacked them up for use in time of need, and they're really large, so probably a big giant, maybe like a stone giant, or actually they're even bigger than the ones of stone giant, so maybe a frost giant or even a fire giant would be the one to be sort of throwing those stones. But they're all sort of stacked and piled up against the wall, all the way up probably about 8 or 9 feet high, just stacked up, leaning up in a big pile against this wall right here.
All right.
How much would bet there's something under there?
Do we even want to attempt to figure that out?
Do we?
We'd have to move these.
You're cool.
Is it worth trying to move these?
Give it a try.
I don't know. It's up to you, really.
Are these stones even beyond a raging Ragnar with help?
No. It looks like they're big stones, but it's not like they're massive boulders. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So there's just a whole bunch of them. So you could probably start like Jenga, like, let's pull this one.
So we're gonna go with Ragnar's making athletics check to move these, and Nyla will assist him for advantage.
Okay.
Two strongest people working at it.
All right. So I need a DC 15 strength check, please, to move the rocks.
Reacher's just counting the coins over here, and he's like, with the amount of money we're making, I could probably make another one of these things. And he just he just shakes the cavalry.
I need a DC 15 strength check from whoever's going to be moving.
I think that's.
I suppose I am playing Ragnar, aren't I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Am I doing strength with proficiency, like athletics, or
athletics? Yes,
regular?
athletics.
It would be an athletics check with advantage due to Nilo helping.
My apologies. Soft 20.
All right. As you move the some of the rocks, they fall away, revealing a sloping passage and staircase beyond. But as the rocks sort of fall away and you start moving some other ones, Desmond sort of takes a look and he points at one of the rocks, and it looks of all the rocks are very similar, obviously, in make and material and whatnot. But one of them that he sees has sort of an odd bluish green tint to it. And it's one of the ones that's toward the bottom. So it's sort of laying there. You would have to kind of crawl over it to get out. But this rock has a...
So, Ragnar would probably, if this is what I think it is and it is a metal, Ragnar might recognize it as a dwarf. Pavisco would probably recognize it as an artificer. That's if it's a metal.
No, it looks to be stone. It's not metal of any kind. It's a stone, right? But it just has a strange bluish green tint to it, making it extremely different. It's like it was buried and hidden beneath the other rocks.
Hey, Pavisco, want to give a little vision on that?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, look at that.
As I said, you see a flight of stairs going down, but you have this strange-looking boulder in front of you. You can easily bypass it and go down, if you so desired.
And
it's strange. We must investigate.
Just remind me, what's strange about it?
It's, first of all, it was kind of buried underneath all the other ones, but of all the other rocks, this one has this really weird bluish-green tint to it. It's like all the other stones look like regular stone and whatnot, but this one has sort of a blue-green tint to it.
Can I get up close with my eyes of minute seeing and see if I can if I would oh yes, this is some copper ore or something.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation with advantage. DC 9. So as you're investigating, you're looking. Although it has a stone texture, you realize it's not really stone. It's some material that somebody manufactured to make it look like a boulder or something.
Oh, this is when you get the fake rock and you put it outside your house and you put a key under it? It's like that. It's not rock. Ragnar, you should have known this. You are.
I said it wasn't. I said it wasn't metal. He said it was metal. All I cared about it being metal.
All right. Well, do you want to hit the fake rock or?
Sure.
All right.
As he takes his maul.
Hold on. I'm just going to step over here real quick.
Ragnar takes his maul and he smashes the fake boulder. It splits away, revealing a sort of a coppery set of tablets inside, sort of like Moses' tablets. There's this copper tablet inside it, and it has sort of it has the oxidation on it to give it that sort of coppery green kind of color. Embedded at the top, so the writing starts, and you can see there's writing, some sort of a series of paragraphs or phrases on it. But at the very top, set inside, there's like an indentation put in with a little nub, and there's a ring wrapped around the nub, right? So there's a ring sitting at the top of this thing. It's looks to be a ring made of platinum, looks to be some sort of inscription on it, but you can't really tell because it's attached to the nub at the top of the glyph. But as you look at it, you see that it's in common. It says, "In the center lies the gate, but opening it is sure to vex. Many are the guards who wait as you go to the middle hex. Randomly set to find a way back to a different iron door. A seventh time and you may stay and seek the glowing prize no more. You have won old Igwilf's prize, her hoarded cache of magic, and freed the one with yearning eyes, whose lot was hunger tragic."
You know I hate riddles, right? Like Nello?
I know how much hate riddles. Can you go and post it for us to read so I can read this again?
Nope.
I love riddles personally, no matter how good or bad at them.
I do actually like them. I'm pretending Vishkor doesn't.
I got a personal favorite, and it confuses so many people.
Well, this is a thinker. How much you
I'm
want?
I'm just
bet?
waiting for it to be reposted up for us to read it.
Oop, wrong one. That was the one that you guys saw from way back when. Do that one. That one. There we go. Now you can see that one. Everybody see it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's got writing on it.
Yeah.
Graving glyphs.
It does have that, yes.
Apparently I can read this. I know.
And it is under the journal entry for this adventure. If you go to journal, you should now see the graven glyphs in there anytime you want to see it.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Uh-oh, it's been redacted.
No, there's a different one. That's the other one you guys saw a long time ago. This is the one you just saw. This is on the tablet.
So this implies there are multiple layers to her domain. That we'd have to go through. However, it looks like if we find seven wrong doors, it locks us in. That is how I read this. It's it sounds like there's gonna be a maze, and we have 7 attempts to go through a door. Otherwise, we get trapped. That's how I read it, at least. Anyone else?
I mean, yes, it is definitely a warning about some sort of...
Hey, welcome back, everybody. And you are exactly correct, Cardman. They are going to have to figure this out for themselves. But we're going to leave that for next session. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, man. Wah, wah, wah.
Just about to cast a Toll of the Dead.
Sure you were. Sure you
Make
were.
sure you do it from the under angle this time.
Sure you were. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight as our party made their way through rather quickly, actually. They went that way and found found a way to get down. Now if they can just find a way to escape. Let's just see how that goes. So getting there is one thing. Getting out is a completely different story. But we will pick this up next time we play, which, let's see, which should be the 27th of October. So hopefully you guys will be able to join us then in 2 weeks. As a reminder, we game this coming Monday. For those that follow us know that we couldn't play this past Monday. A, we had a couple people who actually weren't going to be there, and B, I ended up having work stuff that we had an emergency hot fix to release, and I was the release master, so I had to be there for it. So I didn't want to only do half a game, so I apologize for the what happened Monday. But we are planning on gaming this coming Monday, so hopefully you will join us then, and you'll be able to check out our players as they finally decide, are they going to stay in Geoff, or are they going to teleport themselves across the continent to the free city of Greyhawk, which is what everybody but the Paladin wants to do. So Monkey has decided that he wanted to stay there so he could build a little chapel dedicated to St. Cuthbert. And everybody else wants to go to Greyhawk, so it's going to be an interesting time to figure out what is the party going to do. But again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight, players. Appreciate you guys being able to make it. Monkey, glad you could make it, man, even if it was only for half the game, man. Half is better than that, man. No, dude, you're good. No, totally okay, man. I definitely appreciate if you can't make it, you guys always give me a great heads up. So at least I know who's going to be there and what to plan for and stuff like that. So, Nilo, Proviscador, appreciate you guys taking it upon yourselves to run the guys that weren't here. Always appreciative of that fact. And everybody else out there that kind of hung out with us, I appreciate you guys as well. But I am going to try to figure out to see if there's anybody that I can raid. Hey, my thingies work. Wow, Anna's out there. What? Anna? We should raid Anna. How many people is Anna Meyer, man? If you guys haven't seen what she's done, man, I'm just looking. I'm surprised that Little Bird. You know what? I'm going to do Little Bird. She's not necessarily a D&D'er, although she's a D&D player, but her stream, she usually does games and stuff like that. But she gave us a follow a couple weeks back, and so I want to do her a solid, and let's go ahead and raid her. So if you guys have not seen Little Bird, I want to say, I'm trying to remember what stream she was on. Was it Magic RPG, or it could have been, God, I think Magic RPG is the only one I've done in a while. It wasn't Little Bones, wasn't 20 Sides. Yeah, I got to say that she was on Magic RPG as one of the players, and of course she has her own stream, so hopefully we'll catch her before she's gone. But I'm going to go ahead and bounce over to her. But I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. It was definitely a good time. Players, nice job on everything that you did tonight. I thought it was well played, well gamed.
Running it.
Yeah, man, as always. And so,
Thank you.
Yep. So hopefully you guys will hang out with us as we get ready to bounce over there. And let me see. Make sure I do like Jay and push the right button, right? So we're going to go over. Hey, going to raid Little Bird. So let's hope that she is there. Here we go. Hopefully we'll get everybody out there. So, hey, it looks like we have all our viewers. So it's not a whole bunch of us left. We're down to about half of what we had, but we're going to go ahead and raid over there. So until Monday, or if you're a 5e person, until 2 weeks from today, hopefully you guys will come check us out as we continue our story. So until then, just remember, in a world you can be anything you want. All we ask is that you be kind. Of course, it didn't take me to her channel. Didn't take me to her channel. Gosh darn it.
Well, it took us.
Yep. That's okay.
It took us.
Yep. Yeah. That's okay.
And
all right, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's okay. Have a good night.
All right, guys. All right. See you.